How's it going, folks? Just waiting on Giddy to come in. This is a show about domestic violence. I'm going to put out the link for them. What's the story, Europa? How are you? All right, Robert. What's the crack, man? Just going to put the link out here for Giddy. You know yourself, Paul. Domestic violence, you know yourself. Violence in the home. For example, Paul, there's a fella today, a foreigner. His wife was breastfeeding and he punched his wife while she's breastfeeding. And he got a suspended sentence and 100 hours community service. What a joke, huh? How are you, chick? How are you, Robert? Even just heard Courtney, Dad, and herself. Oh, fair play. You were in that other podcast, weren't you? Fair play to them. It's good now, I think.
Yep, bro. What's the story?
Yeah, there you go. How we search it?
Is it all changed around or something?
Yeah, man, I couldn't figure it out myself.
Yeah,
Must be
just looking
something
at
new.
the new setup, yeah.
I only started it off, got kicked out of the live. Couldn't figure it out.
It's all different settings on the bottom. Actually, look, we can talk about that another day.
Which? I'm in here, lads. I'll be up in a few minutes. Yeah, nobody's boots.
Yeah, first of all, how's everybody doing anyway? Yeah, we're going to be talking about domestic abuse today.
I was just explaining about your man, the foreign lad, that punched his girlfriend or his wife while she was breastfeeding and got 100 hours penalty service.
Yeah, so like what I want to know of the audience, the people who are coming in here and watching that, like, does anybody seriously believe that 100 hours is sufficient for a woman sitting there breastfeeding a child and a man to turn around and knock her into the face or knock her into the head? Like, should he have not getting a sentence? I think it should be a harsh reality there.
A lot of domestic abuse stories out there that would make you sick.
Oh yeah,
I think it's 1 in 4, isn't it? Women suffer some sort of domestic abuse in their lifetime. That's what the statistics are saying anyway.
No, he's not a Muslim, Boots, no. I'm not too sure what he is, but he's not Muslim anyway. Well, he doesn't seem to be Muslim. He has like an Eastern bloc kind of name. He could be Romanian, I don't know. It's in the Sun and
Ukrainian or something like that, was he?
No, he wasn't Ukrainian, no. You all right, lady Rare? How are you? Sasha, how are you?
What was his name? Gorbachev, was it?
Well, we won't make fun of it easy.
How are you, lady Rare? How are you?
It's a different topic, yeah. Instead of just the same old, but we will go back to other things that is happening in the country. It's just that's something that we need to talk about, and people need to more talk about. That's hence the reason why we're talking about it. Instead of people turning a blind eye to it and thinking it's not there or it doesn't happen.
There's the link there, Big Irish, if you want to jump up. I wonder, will the lefty mob have a match for this? I doubt it, Robert.
No, they wouldn't even, suffice to say, they wouldn't even have a look at that. They'd actually probably turn around and say, oh, well, she must have done something to make him do that. That's what the lefties would say, probably. Or they protect him and say, oh, well, he has every right to be in the country. But yeah, it's okay for him to smack his missus when she's breastfeeding his child, which doesn't make any sense. Do you know what I mean? Like what goes through any man's head to turn around?
Is it true about, I don't want to go off subject here, but is it true about, what's his name? Paul Murphy? There's now an iPass centre turned up in his area. Is this true now? The iPass turned up in his area, and now he's out going mad saying that it's inhumane to have that in his area.
He doesn't even know the gender of his own kids. Will you stop?
Yeah.
He was going to say that.
You know what I mean?
I knew you were going to say it. How you been, Big Irish? What's the story, bro?
All good, brother. How are you?
Always good. Try to be.
That's madness, isn't it? Lady Bear, it's madness. How about you, Ireland?
Yeah, nuts though. Do you know
Good seeing you yesterday.
Where is he living? I thought he lived up fucking. Where does he live? See, not live Bear right now, kid.
He's Italian, isn't he?
Yeah, no, that's what I thought. Like, is he not up that way now? Like, does he not already have way passes?
Bibbs knows a little bit more about him than me. Like, I only know that he has a house in Tala.
There's Leon.
I don't know whether he sold that house or not.
What's the story, Leon?
What's the story, Ollie?
Ollie, what's Greg? Oh, good.
What story? Come here, oh, good, what's happening? He was walking, he was in that, sorry, getting there for a second. He was in he was walking through Leinster House there today, yeah?
Yeah. There's echo coming off you, Leon.
Yeah, he's an echo, yeah. There's an echo, yeah.
Probably on the background or something it is.
Yeah, the background music fucked us up, yeah. But I was walking through that Leinster House beside the doll, and as I was walking down, obviously bleeding, you know, with them comes fucking, they blocked off the road, but as soon as they see me and my mate, they fucking stopped us, but they let everyone else go down the road, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it says to myself, it says, look at you, it says, you're a shower of cunts, top up push me and all, do you know what I mean, trying to incite the violence, but I just looked at him and said, listen, I might see when I land on your door, you know what I mean? He said, you'll need us. He says, you can see the fair,
Leon, was it?
That was today, it was, Mousy.
Oh, today? Yeah, I wasn't in there today, no, I was in there yesterday. I was only at the GPO.
Scumbags, absolute scumbags. This country's gone to bits. It's pure communism that they're living in. How can anyone else walk down the road and then when they see the likes of me walking down the road, all of a sudden then I stop him?
Well, Leon, you do know what we were talking about there before, didn't you?
What, domestic violence?
Yeah, some foreign guy, basically, his missus was breastfeeding his child, and he boxed her into the face. So he boxed her into the face and got 100 hours community service.
Ah, yeah. Big man hitting a woman. Ah, yeah, you don't do that to a woman.
No, it's not that. The justice system when it comes to domestic violence is one of the worst in Europe. It's not just because he's a foreign national. An Irish fella would have got fucking, like, you get me 100 hours community service or something, you get me? I
don't believe that. I think it should be hard as fuck.
I think it should be like a murder charge. You put hands on a woman like that. Now, don't get me wrong, I know there's women out there who punch the daylights out of some men.
They do the same.
But I think when a man hits a woman, I think it's a different kettle of fish. I'm not being sexist, but we're just stronger human beings in general.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, stronger sex. Definitely, by far. Well,
obviously, we all go mad at time to time. We don't do things like that.
No.
My boy scares me, man. It's all good.
It's not that.
Yeah, still when you see me walking down the road, anyway, skinny.
You what, sorry?
As soon as you see me walking down that road,
That's because they love you, Leon.
Yeah.
They do. They actually do love you.
And see me coming.
So yeah, let's get a bit of Leon in the car with us.
You're very passionate, Leon.
Yeah.
You don't like
But
that
hey, they didn't
passion.
go into kill locking anyway, did they?
No.
I'll put it this right here. See the video that you're on there during the week out with the doll?
Yeah, I
Hold
didn't
on
even
to
know
the
it was my
railings.
fucking video.
Yeah, but listen, come here. That was like, that's an iconic moment that you should look back at. Because you can see the fury in you as to what they're
there's
doing.
more fury in me.
Yeah, no, but that was just enough. It wasn't too much, it wasn't too little, it was just enough. Do you know what I mean? And like, I'd look back at that and look back at that and look back at that all the time to see like what they're doing to the Irish people in this country.
Man, walking down the road and stop us.
You see
Section
the three lads
21.
arrested yesterday at the GPO, did you?
Yeah, communism.
Yeah,
I haven't heard a flag in your own country.
he was a lefty, he was.
Right, listen
One
to
of them
this,
was.
yeah? Listen to this,
So
yeah?
what
Listen to this,
was on his flag? What was actually on the sign?
Don't know. I don't know.
Do you get me?
Somebody
What
said
was
that.
written
When I got
on
over
the
there, it was
that was
obviously
causing alarm and distress to them? Do you get me? That's what he was. That's what they said in that video. Like, you're causing abuse and threatening from the sign. So that's what we'd love to know. What was actually on the sign.
Yeah, something to do with communism.
Communism.
Yeah, but what you call it couldn't get me head around was that everybody starts saying, don't arrest them. So that confused the fuck out of me, but then people said that he was a lefty. So it doesn't make any sense.
Well, who was the other fella beside him that got arrested then? Was he a lefty as well?
No, sure. The other fella,
Three arrested.
PN was there talking to him in that video, telling him what to say. Other fella, PN, do you get me?
I don't know, man. It's all bollocks.
And he was saying, tell him you've no fix about and all this stuff. Do you get me? He wasn't a lefty. He had the stuff up, like, he was with you, it's like, yesterday.
Right, so I'll put it like this, right? So I'm walking down the road in my own country, right? Free law of the land, right? I'm allowed to walk around freely, right, in my own country, right? Because I'm a born Irish citizen, yeah? Right?
Yeah.
Obviously, yeah? That's in the Constitution. I have a right to be housed. I have a right to get food. I have a right to do this. They're your free arms, yeah? They're your survival mechanisms, right? You're allowed to do that, right? That's why you don't really get hard sentences for that unless you're rack up hundreds of thousands with the fucking bleeding charges got to do with theft. Once you take food and all, it's a lenient sentence. We all understand all that. That's above the law, right? That's just the way it is. But anyways, not getting into that. So when walking down the road in my own country and they tarnish me with Section 21, that's only an act. Under the Section 21 is a Public Order Act.
Section
Is that not what you do in China now?
Yeah, but
Section 18 he hit you with now? Or Section 20? What did he hit you with?
Section 21. So next time we're at the big protest, I'm gonna go up and talk. I'm gonna say, when you're walking down their own country, anyone know what a Section 21 is? Because I've never heard that before.
I have heard of Section 21, but I'm not too sure what it is.
It's a Public Order Act. They can tell you what to do in your own country, even when you're committing no crimes. That's communism.
Bernadette is saying something about Epping.
What?
Did you see Epping, Essex, Giddy, it kicked off? Yeah, I saw
in
something
England?
something happened over there, yeah. I think it's another child or something that's being touched or something.
Section 21 of the Criminal Justice Act grants Garda the power to control crowds at large events, including erecting barriers and diverting attendees, according to the Citizens Information website.
It's a made-up stupid act.
Must be
basically, it's under communism law.
They can have you down for terrorist offences.
Yeah. They're terrorists walking in their own country.
Yeah, can I ask you all a question here, right? Going back to the domestic violence, right? If, one of these tranny boys got a box off its partner, would that still be, like, classed as a female after getting a box in court, or is that a male? Or would he have to?
I don't know. I think that's a question for the Oireachtas.
No, but you get what I'm saying, don't you?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Of course, I know what you're saying.
I just wonder what way it would actually pan out in court if that did happen.
And see, when we walked around the corner as well, Giddy, when I hear the copper to us, where are you going? I says, where am I going? I said, where are you going? I'm standing here doing my job. I said, don't be asking me where I'm going in my own country. I'm free. I'm a free man in my own country. I'm allowed to travel where I want. Yeah. And furthermore, I said, see the doll in there? I says, that doll is a public building, and any person that pays tax in this country is allowed to walk in there free will once they're not causing any harm.
Where's my passport? Let me read something.
It is the doll Ireland, yeah. It's a public building.
Yeah, because it says it on your passport as well. It does. Where's my passport?
Yeah, it's a public building.
On your passport, it says about you having free travel in this country. Like, you can come, like, we can travel where we want in now.
Of course, as you said, it says it on our passport, yeah.
That's what I'm trying to find. I'm trying to find my passport here to read it.
But I think it's on page 2. Oh, it's at the end. It's at the end of it, isn't it? Have you got a passport there, haven't you?
I'm looking for my passport.
No, not your numbers. I think you are playing Donald Trump. I'm saying something on it. I'm just showing something. Not showing that. What are you on about?
Just read it. It says about common travel.
Yeah.
I'll read it. I'll read it. He can't read.
He can't read. Talk about embarrassing the young words.
I'll read it.
Hold on. Yeah, that's what it says. It says the CD insurance for foreign affairs and trade of Ireland requests all whom it may concern to allow the
carrier or something.
Carrier system of
How
Ireland
can't read that well.
to pass freely and without hindrance to afford the bearer of all necessary assistance and protection. So that tells me I'm an Irish citizen. I can walk around my own country freely. And they're telling me now of a section 21, it's a stupid made-up act.
Yeah. That's why you should always carry your passport on you, we feel, when you're walking to protest, because you can pull that out and say, I have the right to walk freely here. I'm sorry about you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody wears the passport next time we go to a protest, isn't it?
Well, unfortunately,
I want to see the next protest on when's the next big one, on the 23rd, is it? We don't need section 21 as then, or section 8. We don't do it to a large crowd.
There's one on next week in Waterford. I'm heading down to Waterford.
Yeah, but we don't need section 8 public orders or
because
section
we have
21.
the right to also gather, like, publicly, like it's protest. We have that.
No, I get that. But we only do it to like 3 or 4 people that's walking down the road. I do a small group. Do you know what I mean? They're just that's what they're trying to do. They're just trying to hit us with loud fines. This, that, the other. I just said the guys are corporations.
Big tip, brother. Date a girl that wears glasses. It's like dating 2 girls. When she takes them off, take her away from her meds instead of dating 10 girls. Yeah, peaceful assembly. I couldn't get the word out.
Yeah. No, there you go. My mate was saying to the cop, he was saying, I walk and I get paid once a month. He says to pay for these roads, pay for use, and you're telling me where to walk.
What's the story?
Madness, though.
Yeah. It's getting fucking
Leon, you've got some serious bad echo coming from your back behind you there.
Have we,
Yeah, serious. Like, it's overtaking the whole life tonight.
Right, well, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to actually drop out because I'll start getting annoyed. Not yours, but at this shit. I'm going to drop out and have a listen, guys, yeah?
No, but
Thanks for coming.
I don't know how you... All right, not a bother. No problem, anytime. We'll get there in the end. Don't worry about that.
We will.
From a crash.
How did it it?
I thought he was getting raided. But Letitia, are you there? Hello.
Yeah.
No. Where's
Don't
Boots
sleep
gone? Is he
already,
coming
see.
in?
Who?
Boots. He was in the comments there before.
From a clue.
Oh man.
Yeah, where's Boots gone as well, yeah.
Yeah, True Ireland was saying something about MI5 and a peaceful assembly. Yeah, MI5 in this country, you wouldn't know, would you? True Ireland's using the same tactics that used up the north, turning the people against each other,
Yeah,
causing
but the
fucking
legal
civil war.
protections for the right to protest do not apply if protesters behave in a threatening manner or use violence. The protesters incite hatred towards a group of people because of their race, colour, nationality, religion, ethnic. You know
So
yourself.
what is a section? What's a section 21 then?
Section 21 is they can just remove you from
Remove you from the area.
the area kind of thing, yeah.
Because of threatening and abusive behaviour.
Right, fucking hell. They'll do anything, won't they? Like, the thing is, it's going to fall back on them, and anyway, in the long run, because we know that we were there at the front line when it all went off. We were saying it for donkeys, but certain people that wear big fucking yellow uniforms, little bumblebees, I call them.
Can you hear
Around.
me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you, yeah?
Ah,
You were
sorry
on
about that.
No worries, Letitia. How are you?
I'm actually really good this evening. I've had a very busy week, and I saw Giddy's topic for this evening,
Yeah, domestic
domestic
violence, yeah.
violence, and I thought, well, yeah, that's something that should be a female on the panel talking about.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
the thing is, if we don't talk about it, it's never going to be
Mm.
seen to, like, what I'm trying to, like, I have loads of ideas in my head about what should be done about domestic violence, but obviously I'm no leader that I can make that happen, but at the same time, I think there should be loads of different things put in place for people who suffer with domestic violence as a way out of domestic violence.
There is
100%. And
I think that today there's a good support. I just don't actually think there's.
What I'm saying is big Irish. I'm saying, do you know, like the way Clare's Law is in the UK? I think we should have that here.
Right.
well,
You know,
a lot
like a
of
register.
a lot of the supports that were there for domestic violence victims, including the children, have been taken away, as all of you know, and the money has been funneled elsewhere, and you know exactly where. Currently, at the moment, down here in County Cork, there are virtually no safe houses for women to flee. And what people need to be made aware of is not only the physical domestic violence and the emotional, it's the financial abuse that goes on as well. So if the partner decides to come home and takes one look at herself indoors and say, I don't like you this evening, and I'm not going to give you much money. In fact, I might give you no money to run the house. Or a lot of women are on extremely tight budgets because the partner or husband deems fit that she should live on, we'll say, 25% of his take-home pay. So the financial abuse is detrimental to the children, and that is why women have the handling of the children's allowance. It's
I
the
agree with that,
one.
though. I don't think a man should have, unless he has full-time custody of the child. I don't think the man needs it. I think it's up to the woman. Do you get me?
Well, 9 times out of 10, a woman will very, very rarely let her child go without. She will go without before she'll allow her child to go without. And as far as I remember, years, and I'm going back decades ago, that payment was actually paid to the husband, to the man of the house.
To be fair,
And
I know men, to be fair, who have full custody of their kids and who got children's allowance. Do you get me? But they have full custody of their children. Like they have full. Like the woman isn't involved in the children anymore. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And they have like the benefits for the children. Like, and I think that's what I think. Wherever the children are, I think it doesn't matter whether it's the man or the woman.
Oh my God, absolutely! Because if the child is with the father, then the children's allowance should obviously go to the person who's taking care of the child the most. It's for the child at the end of the day, but a lot of funding now.
50% of people who get children's allowance want to give it to their children. Other 50% spend it on everything else.
Yeah, and absolutely. And what grieves me is mothers who spend that children's allowance on.
Say it as it is. Oh, we shouldn't actually say that on this because you probably got put them on thing.
Well,
but,
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Personally, I don't know anybody that spends it on coke, but I do know they'll spend it in different ways. Frivolous spending. Down through the years, I remember going into somebody's house many years ago in the month of November with no heating on in the house, and yet she pulled out a dress for €400 from Brown Thomas wardrobe. You know what I mean? That kind of waste that goes on.
But that's priorities. That's just fucking. Do you know what I mean? That's your priorities aren't in the waste. Do you know what I mean? If you've no fucking heat, and let's be honest, going into November, and you can fucking mark out £400 for a dress, your priorities in the wrong fucking place.
Oh, 100%. And I was brought in as a guest, and I think I spent about 5 minutes in the house, and I was horrified that anybody could leave their children go cold for the sake of a dress.
And was it a nice dress?
I don't care how nice it was. I would think more of a mother, because I really, really, as you get older, you get more judgmental of other women, in particular mothers. I would think more of a mother for going into a charity shop and buying a dress for €10 and have enough heating. That's a real mother.
Yeah, 100%.
That's a real mother. Do you know what I mean? But it's all for show. A lot of it is for show. And
sorry, Loretta, can I just stop you for a second? So going back to what you're saying about this sort of thing, you as a woman, what would you like to see happen to somebody that commits domestic violence and is found guilty of domestic violence? And what way do you think it should be proven or shown in court?
Well, the very first thing to do is to believe the victim. I don't think victims. I currently at the moment in Ireland, it's taking far too long for women to go through the system, and there could be children involved as well, which there is.
We'll add men in there, like, because men and women both go through domestic violence in this country, so we can't actually forget about men that go through domestic violence in this country either.
I'm going to
go through the system.
I'm going to do.
I agree 100%.
Yeah, I'm just going to put that.
I agree 100%.
Yeah, I am. I'm going to go through all that. I'm going to do all that. But what I'm trying to get through to people is, in a sense that I think that they should do like a fact-finding mission on anybody that does domestic violence. So in other words, when you go to court, just if you bear with me 1 second, sorry, don't mean to be wrong.
No, you're fine.
So what I'm saying is, what I think is you should go over the last 5 years. If they're in a relationship for 20 years, go over the last 5 years. How many times the police had to come out to the door? How many times that neighbours heard what happened? How many friends and statements from friends that happened? Just bear with me for 1 second, guys, and just let me go with me thought here. What I'm talking about. So what I'm saying is, like, literally, look at that full history for 5 years. If there's kids involved, take them away from the situation completely. Yeah, as in leave away a family member, not like some stranger, a family member, somebody that's suited to look after the children while this is going on. And if it takes 1 year, 18 months, that so be it. And the both parents, not just one, both parents are made to go and have time with their children. Yeah, not asked would they like to, made go have time with their children. And the children should be taken away from the situation completely. I don't think no child should be ever to see domestic violence between two grown adults. If two grown adults, in my opinion, want to kill each other, go to the park and kill each other, but just don't do it in front of your child, because that child grows up believing it's okay. I don't care what anybody.
It only takes one week as well for domestic violence to change a whole life. Do you get me what I'm trying to say? It doesn't have to be over a 5 years span of domestic violence. It could literally be one night and it can turn to shit somebody could lose a life.
Oh yeah, I get that. But what I'm saying is, the majority of domestic violence situations happen over 20 years. And sometimes it just takes a long time for the woman or the man to leave that situation. And the thing is, it should be simple things like that, like an app on the phone that you could use. Like if the likes of Meta turned around on Facebook and said, "Look, this is a part here for domestic violence, but this goes in." Like if you send a message to, just say it's
code,
Miss whoever, it goes straight to the guards, and your address goes straight to them. But the message actually disappears on your side, but on the other side, it's shown on the other side exactly what's going on. So that's
it's like a secret code.
Yeah, and when it's in a club or a pub, and if you go into a club and pub in the UK at the moment, and you walk up and you say Angela to the DJ, they take it out of the situation. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So why can't we have them sort of things here? I see all these hand gestures and things like that like women are using in different countries, right? So I don't understand why we have all this fucking media around us. We have all these sort of things that we can use to save a life, whether it be male or female, it doesn't really matter. The thing is, it shouldn't have been happening in the first place. So instead of turning a blind eye to it, and people turning a blind eye to it, you're not, in my eyes, if you point out somebody for hitting a woman or a woman hitting a man or whatever may be the case, you're not a rat in my eyes. You're pointing out the realistic situation, because if there is kids involved, you probably saved those kids' lives, because in the past, kids have got hurt because of people fighting and because of domestic violence, and it's the mental anguish that it leaves the kids with at the end of the day. But that's just my say on it. Like anybody that I'd like to put onto that, please do.
Well, firstly, I'd like to say that men do get abused. And the thing is, with men getting abused in the home, that is very well covered up because of the shame element of it. And men stay in their families for the love of their children. Women leave their families for the love of someone else. There's a big difference.
I'm glad a woman can admit that.
I have no problem admitting anything.
A woman can admit that.
But it has to be acknowledged. It has to be acknowledged. And a lot of men are being abused.
The comments, Letitia, sorry. Sean was saying, can you give me a shout out, Letitia, from me? Yeah, no problem, Sean.
Oh, hey, Sean. But you see, look, what we've learned over the last 5 years is that the government will put their money where they feel is important. So therefore, if they're not putting their money into domestic violence support systems, as far as I am concerned, that's not a priority for them. So this cycle of abuse is generational.
Yeah, but
so
that's what I'm saying.
We've had the industrial schools. We've had corporal punishment. I remember corporal punishment in the schools where the teachers could assault the boys, and the nuns and the female teachers could box the ears off the girls. So there is a history of assaulting children in this country. And
yeah, but is that domestic violence? Is that seen as domestic violence?
No. Well, you see, no, hang on, I'm going somewhere with this. It's violence. So children have had in when I was younger, you would get beaten up at school and you would get beaten up at home. There is this thinking in Ireland that it's okay to assault somebody, but of course we know it's not okay.
I don't think that's like that today. I think in the 60s and 70s, I think for
And
you,
the 80s.
I'm not
Maybe up
presuming
to
your
the
ages
early
here.
90s. I'd say early 90s, to be honest
Yeah,
with you.
well,
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
I was in fourth class. I remember a kid being hit in school, right? And the father came down and punched the head off the teacher, right? And that was the last time a child was hit in my school. And that was I was in fourth class. I'll never forget. The father came through the door and he battered the teacher. Do you get me? Because the children went home.
And what
But that was the
year
last
was
time
that?
it was hit. I say 94, 93 probably.
There you have it. There you have it.
But I remember my dad telling me, my dad was born in 1952, so he would have been, say, in school in the 60s. But he used to tell me the abuse he got, do you get me? And his brothers got. Like, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I think it's a different
My
time.
dad's
In
the same.
2020, the teachers, and there's none of that. Like, you can't even fucking bring a fucking book home. Do you get me what I'm trying to say? There's none of that. Like,
If I was
it's,
to say,
you're bubble wrapped in skill now. Do you get me? It definitely doesn't
Big
happen in
Irish,
skill.
Big Irish, if I was to say that, like, anybody would understand what Golden Bridge was. Golden Bridge School. That's where my ma went. And if anybody knows about that school, they know, like, how bad it actually
Queens of
was.
Angels
Yeah.
and Ballyfair.
There was, sorry?
Well, I remember.
Primary school.
Sorry, I didn't get that. Sorry, I didn't get what you said there. Sorry.
I said
No,
maybe Queens of Angels and Ballyfair. Is that right?
Queen of Angels,
Well,
Ballyfair.
oh, right. No, it's not that. You go a bit muffly now and again. You do. Sorry, it's my family as well. No, what was Ballyframe? Like, Jesus Christ, like, you remember Jason, don't you? Obviously, you were there with me that day.
Yeah.
But look what he went through, like,
Oh,
you know, and this is what I'm saying. Like, a lot of things waited until these people were
but that's
too
what I'm
old.
saying. It's not like that today. So
Oh,
I
no.
don't think.
No.
I think it's not even. That's. I wanted to let her finish her point because it's not really domestic. I don't think.
No, that's not
No,
today.
the point I'm trying to make is, and this is where I was going with this, is that there is a culture of abusing children. There is a culture of abuse, full stop, be it towards the female or the child. So what we have in Ireland at the moment is, and I put up a post on this last week, is that there are children being returned to abusive parents or parent.
Yeah, that's true.
And
That's Loretta,
and
that's the Irish system back then.
Yeah, I agree. That was the Irish system back then.
What are we saying?
Yeah.
Go on, finish off there.
And just there are very little support systems, and the biggest financial abuse. So at my age, I'm speaking to a lot of women that are going through divorces at the moment. I attended a court case only 3 or 4 weeks ago supporting somebody, and one of the biggest factors in the divorce is not only the physical violence and the mental torture of it and trying to get away, but with absolutely nowhere to go because of the housing crisis. They can't do this HAP thing. They can't get a council house, but also the financial abuse. That is it, because the minute the woman flags that she wants to leave, that the abuse is intolerable, that she can't take it anymore or whatever, the money tap is turned off, if it was on at all. So women then are left with the responsibility of the children, the fear for her life and her children, no financial support, and try going into the court to get financial support while you're still married to the abuser, because the first thing the court system will do is they'll say, well, your husband is earning, you must have money. But that's not always the case.
Can I
So
jump in and just say something
therefore then, they're going through the legal aid system, which is technically free, but it's not the good quality legal representation, especially for child custody and maintenance.
Yeah.
Legal
Can the
aid.
Irish jump in there?
Yeah, just for the HAP thing, I just want to, for anyone else that's listening for about the HAP, just something that you said that saying people aren't told the HAP. HAP cannot be refused to anybody in this country. Just so you know that. The only, what happens with HAP is that your local council helping you out, yeah? What happens is if you're earning £1,000 a week, you can still get HAP, but 10% of your earnings are paid into your rent every single week. That's how HAP works. You could be a surgeon in this country and get HAP. It doesn't matter who you are and how much money you earn in this country. You
put the
have
link
to
out
go to
there,
your
Bruce,
local
yeah.
council. What?
There's Boots in the comments. Just tell him I'll put the link out for him.
Yeah, you just have to go to your local council, give them your reason why you need it. They'll get you onto the HAP. It's up to you to find a HAP house, not up to the council to find a HAP house. And that's where people I think get a lot discouraged from it, because you have to find a landlord to take on, and the landlord doesn't have, they can't refuse you on paper for HAP. But some landlords, it's very hard to get it. That's the only thing I would say. You can earn £2,000 a week in this country, but you'll be paying 200 rent a week.
A lot of women can't find those houses.
That's what I'm saying. That's the only thing. But everyone is entitled to HAP. Don't ever feel they're not entitled to HAP in this country, because you are.
And there are still women out there that don't drive.
Yeah, but hold on.
So, you're thinking maybe in the context of Dublin, but anything outside of Dublin, a house could be 15 miles away out in the middle of the countryside. So
I get that,
a woman can't.
Than you would in Dublin, to be fair.
What's that?
Lorette, can I just
you probably actually get a house quicker on HAP in the country than you would in Dublin.
Well, if she can't drive, it's of no use to her, because she's not going to be able to get the children to school.
Oh no,
so there's a lot of complexities.
I was just saying that just for other people not to be discouraged, because HAP is entitled to everyone.
Sorry, can I just put something to what you're just saying there? Yeah, like why does it have to be like a fact that you have to jump at a house straight away once you come out with domestic situation? If they can put people like that are coming into the country, spend 2.9 billion on migrants coming into the country, put them in lovely hotels. Surely to fuck people who are being domestically abused, they can put them in a hotel for as long as it needs be, without their ex-partner knowing where they are or anything about what they're doing, and keep them at safe bay. Yeah,
there are a good few centres, Giddy, to be fair, in Dublin. I don't know about the countryside. There's a lot of support in Dublin. There's a lot of homes in Dublin.
Yeah, I understand that.
Where we're from.
I know that, but I think there should be more though. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't think it should be left on the worry of the mother or the man or the ever who's being abused. Yeah, of them thinking 100%. That if I go to the guards and where am I going to go? What am I going to do? There should be like a financial aid there for somebody to drop into that net. So it's like, I'm not saying give them thousands of pounds and give them a 5-star luxury hotel. I'm saying give them the basic essentials, a few quid in their pocket, so as they can feed their kids or whatever may be the case, and keep them safe and away from the person who's the perpetrator. Do you know what I mean? And keep him or her away from like have certain bounds, like that you get like 6 months in jail if you go with 500 yards of that person, whether it be out in the street, down the road, if you contact them by social media, text them, ring them, anything like that. 6 months in jail.
Unless you're married in this country, or they have been actually physically violent with you, you can't get a restraining order in this country.
Folks say big tips.
It's very difficult. Very difficult.
If your girlfriend say my board hit me or something, or we were fighting and something, or she was screaming down the phone at me and you're gonna do this and gonna do that to me, and I was like, yeah, I'm done. I went to the guard. I was like, I want a ban or I want like a restraining order. They say they can't do it because they're not married.
That's a load of bollocks. That is. That's a load of fucking bollocks. Like,
you have to actually physically do something for something to happen.
So let me get this straight, right? You've got 2 kids, to say, argument's sake, for a girl here, right? We'll just say any person does, right? And that turns into a domestic situation, but they're not married. they're not going to protect that woman and them kids from that person.
No, if there's something like if he's been physically violent, it's different. But if there's just screaming in the gaff and they're not married, it's very hard to get a fucking.
Yeah,
do
I
you get me?
understand that, but that's why they should put coercive behaviour into that bill. They should turn around and this is my actual fight with this. I
But
think
that's what
that it
Dolphin
should
House
be,
offers. Like these are the things that would be put to you. Dolphin House will offer mediation, a 6-week program with them. Like, do you get me what I'm saying?
yeah,
For couples who are going through stuff. Do you get
they
me?
do that in various different countries, but what I'm saying is, like the UK, their model is great. It's not that. It's just I know from somebody that, that's close to me that went through this, yeah. So I know, and like what way it works over there, and they have got a fucking whopping system because the police over there, right? They come to your house, right? Whether it's shouting, screaming or not, right? If there's kids involved, number one, kids go into safety, yeah. Safety mode with the mother or the person who's not causing trouble, right? Second, they turn around to the perpetrator, the person who caused them the trouble, and they say, you have to leave the house for 48 hours, and you're not allowed to come back for 48 hours. And they've got the power to do that, right? The police themselves don't need a court warrant, you don't need that. They just have to justify what's went on. Then what they do is in that 48 hours, they go to the neighbours, they take statements, they ask people, have they heard or seen that? And then they send a specialist police to the house, to the person who's been beaten, and they try get them to bring charges against the person and tell them that they're going to make sure everything's all right. Then they've got a liaison on top of that that helps them find housing and somewhere safe for them and their child. Do you know what I mean? And that's the way it should be here. And the second thing should be, there should be a register for anybody willing to look at it, okay? So if it's your sister, your cousin, no matter who it is, yeah, you can put that person's full name in to that register. And what happens is, you don't get it up on the computer, you register all your details that you want to know about this person, and then they send out, like the way, not an actual Garda, what are the other ones called? They're not real Garda yet. What are they called? What you call them?
Liaison officer.
You what?
Liaison officer.
They're like reserves.
Like an ASBO or something.
Like a reserve. They're not a real proper copper yet. They're not a guard yet. They're only training to be a guard. But use them to go to the house, yeah? And then basically what they do is they sit in the house with that person. They say, right, it's just yourself that wants to know about this, yeah? And they go, yeah. And they say, right, so you have to sign this, like an affidavit, that you can't go spouting to everybody that person committed this crime. Only I can advise you of what this person done of that crime. So it's only that person, the sister or the brother of that person, that doesn't want him around her because they feel something's going on. And then they have that evidence that he is a domestic abuser, and there it is in front of them. But the only problem is they can't share it with their neighbour or their best friend or anything like that, because if they do, they can end up in trouble for it. So it protects both parties.
There's big tips. Open more women's refuge centres to be immediately filled with Muslim women, which they are going to be, man. My estate.
Oh yeah,
it's going to be filled with Muslim women.
I'll give you a perfect example. I'm sure Big Irish could tell you the same. He was in Liverpool himself for a while. But I'll tell you straight out, over in the UK, like Asian women, like if they're not, like they get like unalived by their family members if they do the wrong thing. They can get acid thrown in their face. Like some, heinous, horrible shit. And talk about coercive. My God. I've
there are Irish women being murdered as well.
Yeah, I know. I understand that, Loretta, but come here, like these women, like when I say, like, if you saw the pettiness of why they got that beaten, or the pettiness of why they got unalived, you'd understand what I mean. It's a lot more.
I do understand. I lived in the UK for long enough. I remember. But Tusla now, I was at the Cork show recently, and Tusla are paying up to €425 per week for people to take in children. And plus, on top of that, they are given, obviously, a medical card, money for clothes, if the child has to go and visit their parent on supervised access, the ticket is paid for, the travel ticket. and they had a very big stall laid out above at the Cork show.
That's right,
And
Robert.
Nobody
they
should be
take,
just getting kids for 450 quid a week. I'm sorry, but as a dad,
well, you
do
see,
you know what I mean?
it makes
Yeah,
it
right.
makes
I believe
it
that.
incentivizes it, doesn't it?
Incentivize
No,
it.
no,
Well,
no, no,
you'll have
no,
every
no.
Tom, Dick, and Harry only doing it for financial gain. You want somebody who's going to, like,
That's
do
it.
you know
Exactly,
what I mean?
Yeah,
Things that
but
are the
hold on,
fucking the
right?
biggest
exactly.
scam.
Big Irish, I'm with you there 100% because I believe
Fucking,
that
you
the
know what I
child should
mean?
be within the
Come here and I'll
family
take
unit.
fucking 6 kids in there. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? That's fucking 3.5
No,
grand a week.
no, think about this, right? No, think about this realistically, right? The children should be kept within the family unit, regardless.
Mm,
And I'm
mm.
saying this wholeheartedly,
95%
right?
of the time, the fucking child should never be taken out of the home. Simple fucking as. I'm saying with chest.
Yeah,
You know what I
I
mean?
get you.
95% of the time, the child shouldn't be
To
taken
keep,
out of the home. End
yeah,
of.
but to keep them within the family unit. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Well, it's like everything. They've made a
I
business
hear.
out of it
Listen,
as well.
I hear what you're saying, bro.
So if
It's like
if they
that's
got
it.
that money, if they got that money and used it to actually help the parent, help the mother reset a new home, and God forbid she'd have too much money to feed her children, instead of giving it to a stranger for them to feed the child, and in 9 times out of 10, those children that are taken in through TUSLA, that are being given €425, the money is not spent on the child. They're
Sorry,
given
It's
the,
can I
like
they're
just?
them
given the
American fucking
hand-me-downs,
weird family
but they
homes. You ever
won't
see like
they
you ever
won't
see
give
these
it to the
American families with
natural
30
parent.
kids like in the basement? That's what you start
Hold
seeing
on,
all over Ireland. Like, do you get me? Kids with
hold on.
fucking
Hold on. Can I just say something here, right? What people like? I don't mean to be rude here, right? Just don't take you up the wrong way. What I'm going to say here. When you say give a child, well, they get a child given up to a family, and they're getting so much financial gain from that child. Okay, who's
Mm.
actually vetting them people who are taking them children? Who's
they
Well,
just
there
actually
can't
you
take
have it.
fuck
knows
all.
exactly what those people have ever done in their life? Nobody does. But just think about this in your heads for a second, right? Regardless, throughout the whole family unit of that woman or man that had them children, okay, uncles, aunties, whatever, everybody within their own, behind their own hall door, as I like to call it, knows what happens in their family unit, right? And they know where the children can go, okay? And they know that they won't be hurt or abused or anything like that, right? But going to a total complete stranger that some piece of paper vetted them to say you're a
Oh
good
yeah,
person, that's a load of bollocks.
absolutely. But they will never give the same value money to the struggling lone parent or the woman that needs to leave the situation. And just for argument's sake, we'll just say it's a woman because most, but not all, of the time it is a
True,
woman
Paul.
that's fleeing with her children. They'll give it to a stranger, but they won't give it to the mother. And poverty should never be a reason why children are taken off their mother. Poverty should never be a reason. The
No, come here.
best of children.
Listen, come here. Like, I don't think that people are being taken away in this day and age due to poverty. I couldn't see that being
Well,
happening, right?
No, I disagree.
Well, yeah,
well,
it's actually over that.
I could
you
see
see,
100%. I could see drug like, and I'm not putting anyone down. I've lived in addiction
Oh,
myself.
yeah, I know
We
what
all
you're
know
going to
myself.
say, yeah.
You could have kids who their parents are addicts and through no fault. Well, their fault of their own, but the kids just miss out on nutrition. Then schools have to report things. And I do agree that children should be. Do you know what I mean? That's I think if a child isn't
So,
being fucking getting the basic needs, I do think somebody needs to step in and take that child away. And I'll say that.
so,
Do you get me?
so, can I just ask everybody here and everybody in the comments here,
Like a
right?
nanny or an uncle. Do you get
Honestly,
me?
can I put this out there, right? I just want to ask people's opinions on this, right? What can we do to go forward with this, right? What can we put in place
Nothing.
to eradicate domestic violence?
Us as a group like that us will won't make change. It
well,
has to.
the fact we're even talking about it, that's a step
Yeah,
in the right direction.
yeah, that can be a step, right? But what I'm saying is, I'm talking about like, I know this sounds fucking probably stupid or mad to people, but I go through things in my head like, if a woman walks into our bedroom and she gets her eyeliner or her lipstick, puts a little X in the middle of the window, or and you see that X, that's a symbol that she is in danger. Yeah. Um, put something on the side of the bin, like a mark on the side of the bin with lipstick or something like that. Okay, that somehow that you can point the situation out that's happening. That even
I've
law
heard of people in
enforcement can
America,
see it.
Giddy. I've heard of people in America that they use their phones, they ring the police and they say that
Yeah,
can I
after
order
a
a
pizza.
pizza?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
That's like a code
101
sign.
things that we should be looking at, and I honestly believe this, and this is my hands down heart. A lot of people are not going to agree with this, right? But I actually do believe that a woman, right, because we are the stronger sex, I know that men do get beaten up as well. I'm not saying that they don't, right? But I do believe if you've got kids and you are in danger and you're feared for your life, I believe that a woman should be able to take life and without any consequences
Take
in
a
order to
man's
protect
life.
her and our kids.
No, I disagree with you. Why should somebody be allowed to take somebody's life?
If she feels like she's going to be killed by this man and her kids are.
Oh, I don't know, man. You can't just take somebody's life either, man.
I know you can't, but look, tell me what you wouldn't do for your kids. Think about it.
That's a totally different thing. That's a different situation completely. What I do for my kids and what I do if I was being abused by my partner are two different things, Kitty. Somebody touched me, abused my kids, I'd end somebody's life. But if my partner was hurting me, I'm not going to end her life.
No, that's what I'm saying. A male wouldn't be allowed to do that technically, but a woman should be allowed.
Why? What's the difference of a man and a woman? What's the difference
because
of abuse there?
Right, okay, put it this way. If you were to stick on a pair of gloves and you were to put any woman in front of you, right, tell me how much damage she'd do to you in the ring.
It's not emotional abuse.
Yeah, I know. Emotional. Yeah, I know. No, I know emotional. Yeah, I understand that. But what I'm saying is, physically, what damage is she going to do to you? Be honest.
Kitty, man, it's not just fist. Let's be honest. A woman won't just use her fist. A woman will use most likely a weapon with you.
Yeah, she'll use her hobnailers.
She'll hit something.
She'll throw weapons at you. Yeah, she'll hit you with a
plates at you. She'll do something. That'll cause you more injury than your fist will do to her, probably.
Yeah, but hold on. If you give her one lucky strike into the jaw, one lucky strike, right, and use full force with that, say, you telling me you wouldn't do damage?
Katie Taylor will beat the shit out of you.
What's it?
Katie Taylor will beat the shit out of you, Giddy.
Like,
what I would say to any woman that is listening, and by the way, the comments are fantastic here. I'm actually reading them, all right? What I would say to any woman that is listening and might be just hanging in the background listening to this, right? I don't know if you're going to leave this up or not. You never, ever allow a man to physically check a small child, because a man doesn't know his strength, right? And that could actually break a child's bone. If a man is physically and obviously sexually abusing a child, that goes without saying, right? It really is incumbent on the woman to leave. She cannot stand by and allow that to happen if she is a true mother. A true mother.
Loretta, can I just stop you there for a second? So, hold on a minute, right? I've heard this before, right? Is it true? I don't know, like, how true this is, but if a woman is within that household and that does happen to a child, sexual abuse, and it goes on for a current amount of time, can she not be done for that as well?
She's found guilty on.
Well, I would actually, hear me right, I would blame her equally for turning a blind eye and not stepping in.
Remember that
because
old man from Bray? No, do you remember that woman and she was being sexually abused by her father and he was 70 odd, remember? And he got locked up, but the wife got locked up for 5 years. She did over that as well. She did because she never came.
Because she allowed it happen. Yeah, and Cynthia was her name, and she had a baby. She had a baby for him as well, and they killed the baby with knitting needles. But the first role of any mother, if she's married or unmarried, it makes no difference. Her first call of duty is to her children, not to her partner and not to her husband. Her first call of duty is to her children.
First I understand that. Like, when I look at this situation, like what you're saying here, right? Like like sexual abuse doesn't fall into domestic violence. Domestic violence is within the household of two people want to hurt each other. We're going to a whole different thing there. You know, like
Yeah,
I understand it.
I'm including it because there can be sexual abuse without domestic violence. That's why
Well,
I
hold on a
include
minute.
it. And yet it's
I'll
all
tell you,
violent.
I'll tell you, reading up on this sort of stuff, me personally, right? I was only reading this before it came on here, yeah, just to kind of, understand it a bit more. There's domestic violence and there's sexual domestic violence. Does anybody know that?
Yeah, just two separate ones. Yeah,
So literally,
Yeah.
within the actual, like, setting of
it's still put
domestic
down
violence,
as domestic
a
violence,
man,
but it's just in a different category.
Yeah,
yeah, but a
because you're
man,
forcing
like,
Well,
the sexual honor,
yes,
like
that's it,
making her
yeah,
have sex.
yeah,
well,
yeah,
there is rape. There is rape within marriage, and up until very recently, to rape your wife was considered legal, and it was put under the category of his conjugal rights. His
So you know that now.
conjugal rights.
yeah. God.
And for people that aren't aware, up until 1976, a man owned his family until that law was overturned. And what it was called was chattel, CHATTLE, literally his property. Now,
Wow, fucking hell.
chattel,
So
his
if you look back to
possessions,
Victorian times, you
whatever
could fucking just
they
have
were
sex
his
with any woman.
possessions.
Do you get me? A woman was a possession back in Victorian times. Like if you think what happened back then to women was fucking. Do you know what I mean? They were just
Yeah,
fucking
but
made to have sex. There was no ifs or buts about
yeah.
it.
So
Oh,
this
yeah.
is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying about, like, what I'll go back to the Asian women that are in the UK. That is exactly what they are. That's what they like. That's what their partners think. They own
That's
them.
true, Paul.
Do you know
That
what I
is
mean?
Go
very
on, Giddy.
true. That is very true, Giddy. But there are men out there in Ireland as well that think that because they're married, that it gives them the right to do and say whatever they like. And that's our own men we're talking about. Whatever about the Asian women over in the UK, that's also in Ireland as well, only it's very carefully hidden. And what you see on people's Facebook pages and their TikTok accounts bears no resemblance to what's actually happening in the background
Well, I'll put it this way, Jane.
because we'll never know.
If I was to be putting anything in place for these sort of crimes, yeah, this is my honest opinion, right? If somebody comes in for domestic violence, I believe that they should go to possibly just an open prison, where during that time, 18 months, and I would say 18 months inside, like, obviously,
You
if it's
think that's
only
enough whack to
coercive.
do for doing something
No,
wrong on your wife like that? It's 18 months.
no, hold on, bear
Depends
with
on
me.
what the crime is, Giddy.
No, hold on, bear with me. Like, I'm only saying for coercive behavior,
Right.
not saying for physical behavior. Coercive, I say
Back
that
on
you
your
go.
board, they're getting 18 months in an open prison. Do you know what I
No,
mean?
no,
Doesn't
no,
sound.
no, 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 no. I didn't say that. I said coercive. So in other
Oh,
words, using your mind and fucking whore head up
sorry,
by
I didn't
doing
hear
what
that.
you're
My
doing.
bad.
Yeah? Right.
I just
So
thought you
what
meant
I'm saying.
domestic abuse. I was like,
So 18 months. Just bear with me for a second. Let me go with the flow here. And if you were doing the 18 months in there, during that time, you'd learn how to be a father. You'd learn how to be, somebody that you don't, things you can't do to women or things you can't do to people in general. So you can't be coercive anymore. And we kind of put on license when you leave for 1 year after you leave to make sure you don't do it again. Yeah. And then if you did do physical violence and you did hurt your partner, and there is evidence of it, and there is proof of it, and there is statements of it, mandatory 5 years in jail. Mandatory. Not like turn around and go, you probably will. You'll get 5 years. If you're caught for it, 5 years. And I think that's being fair,
yeah.
right?
But there's
5
so
years
many
if you
things
get.
that can happen in the family home, Giddy, between.
Yeah, but hold on. If you go out and rob a bank tomorrow, right, you can get between 3 and 5 years for it, right? And if
Not
you
the
hurt
best kid.
somebody, well, 3 and 5 years, you're forced offence, right, to say, right? But argument's sake, if you go and hurt somebody in that way, well, you're a danger to everybody around you, really, aren't you? You don't deserve to be getting any recognition for it. And to go into jail and on your card outside it says domestic abuser, you deserve everything you get. In my eyes, that's the way I see it. Probably other people don't see it that way. Probably two wrongs don't make a right kind of thing. But in my eyes, I think go to jail. You should get what you deserve in there. You know.
Yeah, but
Horrible,
as you said,
like,
there's two different coins, you know. So you're going to have a sign outside. Somebody will have a sign outside and saying domestic abuse. Just say, for example, that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
What about sexual abuse? You know, it's not telling enough by that sign
sexual
saying
abuse.
domestic
Like,
abuse.
if I went to sexual abuse, right? If I went to sexual abuse, this is my honest opinion.
It's
Like,
still all part of the family home, and these are things that all happen in the family home.
I think if you sexually abuse anybody within the family, or anybody gets sexually abused, or rape or anything else like that, I believe it should be life, because you're after ruining somebody's life. So why should your life not be?
I believe sexual assault should be a life
And
imprisonment as well.
I'm going to bring in another little angle into this now as well. So you've got couples that will say they have a mortgage on the house. They might have built the house on land. He might have a great job. He might have some land. There are many men out there as well that refuse to give a divorce because they don't want the carving up of the assets, and they drag it out while cutting the woman off from any money as well. And this is why it is so important for women to have their own money and have their own income, and to have a few pounds put away for themselves, because it's called their running away money.
Well, can I put this in a different way? I believe if you get done for domestic violence, if that partner is doing what you said he's doing, like about money and holding the back and everything else, I think if you get actually convicted of it, that the woman should have every right then to go to court and sue you. And
100%.
for number one.
I'd hate to think of my board having a runaway money. I have to say that. Just when you said it, I think
that is a very old thing. A lot of the older
when she's on her way here now. When she comes in, the first thing I'm going to say to her is, "Have you ever thought of having runaway money?"
Well, it was actually quite common.
I'm not meaning to laugh at the situation.
I know.
Because she won't have a pot of this.
Well, you see, if women are going through a prolonged period of abuse, it will run through her head at some stage. I have to leave, and how am I going to leave if I have no money? So it might be only 10. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I was laughing at my situation.
I know. Yeah. Well, obviously, you're in a really great place, so it doesn't apply.
Yeah, like, you get me. Like, I think that's the difference in it. I think if you're in a shitty relationship and you're like, oh my fucking God.
Well, you've one eye on the door. You've one eye on the door. And you will make your plan. Yeah. You will make your plan. And for anybody that is thinking of leaving, you never, ever, ever tell your abuser that you're leaving.
Oh, stop.
You never tell your abuser that you plan on leaving.
Hold on, Jenny.
Somebody in the chat said to tell her that I found her runaway money.
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
She'd be like, "What money?"
Yeah, but
Jerry?
jokes aside, guys, right?
Damn, I wish I didn't phone on the washing machine trying to listen. Funny.
I always put something away, particularly back in the day. Christy Brown's mother.
Yeah, I think it was real old kind of thing now.
I'm looking at Europa's comment there. Every woman should have money hidden away just in case. No matter how strong your relationship is, always have a plan in place. And she's quite right.
That's 1 foot out the door now. Is that not 1 foot out the door then in a relationship now?
It's being prudent, because when things go wrong, and things do go wrong, you have to have a plan B.
I wish she wanted this daughter, just to get her opinion on this live. See what she says.
What happened to Giddy there?
There's a lot of very unhappy women out there. And
but that's kind of sad to think, because I'm going to say it, right? I'm a dad of girls, right? Sissy, Mickey, I know, it's on me. But I'd hate to think of any of my kids, like, getting into relationships and not being fucking happy. Leave. Personally, I think if you aren't married and you don't have children, get the fuck up and leave. Don't be sitting there thinking, oh, he'll change or
I
she'll
agree.
change. Get the fuck
agree.
up and fucking leave before you
Absolutely.
have that commitment. Do you get me?
100%.
Totally different when you're married and have kids. Like, I don't understand certain boards and young friends and stuff who are in relationships with mad things, like, and they just don't live. You know, what are you doing? I love him, though. He's nice sometimes. You're like, sometimes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You said something there. You're obviously in a happy relationship. Yeah. Do we argue? Fucking yeah. But we sort it out by the end of the night. Do you get me? That's a relationship. Talk and communication. If you don't have a fuck off out the door, good luck. There's your P45. Do you know what I mean?
Well, it's the old saying, love should not hurt.
It should be fun.
Not hurt.
Especially still when you're young.
But
Do you know what I mean? I'm 28.
we'll all have our arguments, but truly, if you love somebody, you wouldn't hurt them. You wouldn't physically hurt them.
No, I know. Yeah,
that's the bottom line, isn't it? But
yeah,
and
that's
if
what I'm
people
saying.
think,
I'm in at that.
yeah.
I'm in a good relationship. I mean, that's the like. I don't understand domestic violence. I don't understand where you have to put hands on people. Do you get me? So,
but can there be people out there that now that might make mistakes in their life? They might become an addict to either alcohol or drugs. Still care about their kids, but at the same time, you know, well, now you can't say you care about your kids if you're going to spend all your money on drugs. But spend most of their money on drugs.
You still know my life, lads, yeah? You know me on a personal level, right? So you said something there about doing a course about becoming a good parent. When I was in treatment years ago, people, right? And when I was in there, I got the opportunity, and I mean it, if anyone ever gets the opportunity to do it, it's called PUP, Parents Under Pressure. I got to do a course in there, man, and it was 16 weeks or something, I done it. And you learn how to become a parent. You learn how to, what, do you know what I mean? Boundaries and fucking, when you're struggling with certain things, how to fucking navigate around things. And it was one of the best courses I've ever done in my life. But it made me a good dad. Do you get me? So
That's
is things out there for people who are struggling being a parent.
No one plans to become an addict event.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, I actually
become an addict. But you still care
only
about your
one of my
kids.
children seen me in addiction. Do you get me? My eldest daughter seen me in addiction. The others didn't. And do you know what I mean? I know that's hurt her. Do you get me? I know it has. Do you get me? But I have to deal with that as she grows up. Does that make sense? Like,
yeah.
It's not nice for them.
I think it's a great idea, especially if you're a young parent. I was not a young parent, and I can't even imagine what it's like being a young parent. So if anybody can go to a course and actually get something beneficial from it, then it's a win-win.
Yeah. I got great things out of it, I have to say.
Yeah.
Not everyone in that treatment centre got to do that course. To get me, only a few of us got to do it. And it was great.
Absolutely.
Parents Under Pressure. Hope it's called.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I think? You know the story where I went through and all big words, don't you? We had those kids out, 6 kids out. One of them died. The mother was an alcoholic. The father wasn't around. I don't know who the father was anyway. The father wasn't around. And, yeah, I've done everything for them. Yeah, just it's about 10 years ago or something. Kids in the neighbourhood, I'm not going to mention the names, but kids in the neighbourhood. He just asked me for sandwiches one day, knocked on my door, looking for sandwiches, gave him sandwiches, he went off.
That's enough. That's enough. Yeah.
And then the second time he came back again, I says, "Is there nothing down the house?" And he said, "No." I said, "Who's down the house?" And he said, "The baby's here." So I said, "Right, can I walk down?" Yeah. So I walked down, had a look in the cupboard and all. There was nothing there. There was fucking bread for school. They had rolls inside the bag. And they were rock hard. And I says, "You can't eat them." Oh, that's what we have. So I ended up saying, "Right, just get a Chinese and send the delivery man up to my house. Just say, your man, they're out there to pay you." And that's what I did I've done that for a good while, and I helped them go. Like, I walked them to school to make sure they went to school, because they weren't going to school at all. And that was my trip as well. So the school was halfway down to my job, and then it'd be down to my job then. But yeah, they were holding me up sometimes, all that kind of stuff. Like, come on. I want to be leading out my own job.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Fair dues to you.
The mother wasn't around. She was either in bed, doing a hangover, or she was in the pub. She was leaving him in the car. It was in the newspaper now. The whole thing went to the newspaper because the child died. The child was left in the car seat
Yeah.
Stop.
in the sitting room,
I have a particular disliking for bad mothers, and I can't hide it. I think there's nothing worse than being a bad mother, and mothers judge other mothers as well. And I
So
think
quickly, dude.
for
Right there.
it's
Not Giddy
actually
here ringing me. I don't know why he's ringing me.
You probably can't get in. Put the link up. Is it? No, he's not even in the comments. Where did Giddy go?
I don't know. He just dropped
disappeared.
off. Yeah.
I he must be on the phone to him. I suppose his lawyer doesn't end when you use that.
Yeah. Is that still there, yeah?
Yeah.
That was Giddy ringing me
Mhm.
there. He says that everybody's getting knocked off TikTok and YouTube for some reason, but I haven't. I'm still live here, so
What?
I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know. That's what he said, yeah.
Conspiracy.
Everybody's getting kicked off TikTok and YouTube. But
Okay.
man, my TikTok's broken here, so I don't know what he's talking about.
No,
Mine
so
was
he
grand.
just dropped out.
Few people. Yeah, I think
Is
he's
he
probably had to get
is he
back in.
taking
It just has the new system.
It's just what?
It's a new kind of system on YouTube. See all the bottom all part, it's all different. So maybe he pressed something. I don't know what the fuck he's had to do. But it's still the same thing, but it's all updated. It's been updated today. So I couldn't get into
We
my
haven't
own
been
live
on
area.
this in ages.
Yeah, I haven't seen it on this age, yeah.
Yeah, in ages. Just with the milk and all was just rough.
So, Derek, I'm going to go now shortly, and I would just say that if anybody is in a bad relationship, trust me, it will not get any better. Just leave, walk away, do whatever you have to do. It's not going to get any better. And I know it can be very, very difficult where there's children, extremely difficult, because the last thing anybody wants to do is to break up a family. But if it
That's
becomes
the
too
situation I
much,
was in, Patricia. That's the
yeah,
situation I was in. There was 6
yeah.
kids, like obviously at the time before the baby died. And I
Oh,
couldn't ring the social services. I couldn't see them all
you couldn't bring
broken up.
yourself
They're all
to
so
it.
close.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's hard.
yeah.
Yeah, they're all so close together. They're all just around the same. No, 987, and then was it 432? I think it was. And I'll tell you one. It was 321. Sorry, it was 321 and 7. I fucking remember it was. Yeah, when I stepped in that time, they were already young. And
And
yeah, so they were all very skinny, dirty kids. That kind of real
oh,
dirty
God love
hands and
them.
stuff like that.
God love them.
And I used to say to them, like, no, I'll do you a deal, like, no, if he's clean up the house, because the house used to be like a dive. I walked into the house and the kids were peeing in the bucket and all. Now the mopping bucket, they were peeing in the bucket and stuff like that. Because no,
Oh,
they just weren't
sweet
trained
Jesus.
or stuff like that, yeah. And
Well,
the
that's
baby was in
neglect.
the car
That's
seat.
neglect.
Yeah, it was horrible to
Yeah,
see.
yeah, that is
That's why I
neglect.
stepped in. And I helped them out for about 2 years. So just doing the same thing for
Wow.
2 years, helping them out. Yeah, and every time they wanted food, if they were ever stuck for food, I said, just ring the Chinese
Oh.
and then order to send them to my house. I'll pay the bill.
And you know, there
And I used
should
to
be
do
that there is no excuse for dirt, because all it actually is a kettle of boiling water and a bar of soap. That's all that
yeah.
it is. There should be no excuse for dirt.
But the clothes were
Oh,
like, was it 2 feet off the
filthy.
ground. When I walked into the house, the clothes were
Yeah.
2 feet off the ground. There was buckets and just the places and bits and flies going around the house and stuff like
Oh,
that.
stop.
It wasn't habitable, yeah. It wasn't some place for kids.
And what happened to those children?
Yeah, the auntie took them after the 2 years.
Thank
So
God.
after the
Thank
baby
God.
died, it went into the papers where she didn't mention my name or anything, which is fair play to her.
Mm,
She mentioned the
mm.
babysitter, so the babysitter went to court where she just said that,
Wow.
yeah, she got away with it in the end. She said, I
Fuck
don't think she
off.
got it. Yeah, she got away with it, man, yeah.
Wow.
Because I still see it today. The kids are obviously grown up now. They still text me, like, they're all 26 and stuff like that, all that kind of age. They have their own kids and all now. But they still text me on my birthday and stuff like that and say happy birthday.
Well, they obviously, they're full of
They
gratitude.
remember,
So,
yeah. 100%
they remember
yeah.
now, you see, children remember. They remember
Yeah.
who was there for them and they remember who wasn't there for them.
Yeah.
100%
Going
again.
wrong and do it anyway. Yeah.
Mm.
And when children cry out for help, they're telling the truth. That's the way I see it.
Well,
When a child says that somebody done something to them, that's the truth.
well, if you have
It's
a
not.
child knocking at your door, if there's a child knocking at your door because they're hungry, they're in dire straits.
Oh, Jesus, yeah. I felt sorry for him.
Nobody would turn them
In the
down.
family. Yeah, I used to
So
send
what
milk
I'm
and all
going,
down to them. So, yeah.
oh,
Sorry,
how fair
Letitia, go on,
dues
go
to
for
them.
it. Sorry,
I'm
Giddy.
going to let, what I want you to do now, Pet, is I want you to knock me off because I never know how to do this and I'll make a mess of it. So
How
I
do I do
want
it
you to knock,
myself?
or
Oh, yeah,
maybe
I see
Giddy
it there.
can do it there.
No, I can
Yeah.
see it, yeah.
And yeah, that's it. So for anybody listening, just get out of the relationship if there's domestic violence, if you can, and don't hide it. Just get it out in the open. There's nothing to be embarrassed about, but you have to think of your own mental health and more importantly, your children's mental health. All right, guys, take
100%.
care. Bye.
Take care
All
of
the
yourself,
best.
Letitia.
Bye, love.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah, I think Giddy's come back up here. I think he's supposed to back out. Whatever he's done wrong.
What did he fucking think he got hacked?
No, he said that everything's gone down or something. How we call
Good
in?
on for us.
What's the story, Sean? Whoever else I missed it.
Yeah, don't
There's
even
the
want to
link
come
now.
home now
Giddy
and
coming
ask her does she
to
have
comment
one
there.
of them.
Yeah, it's coming in, Giddy. Say again, Boots. Big Irish, sorry.
I was saying, fucking, I can't wait for her to get home here now. I'm going to say, have you got one away?
Yeah.
See what she says.
She pulls out a few quick, like, fuck
She
off.
definitely don't.
Yeah, true, Paul, yeah.
Where's Giddy? Giddy's in the thing. What happened, Giddy?
But to be honest with you, Paul, I walked through COVID, so yeah,
You
where's
walked
Giddy?
through
He should be
COVID?
coming up now. Through that time, yeah, I walked through that stage,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I work for a pharmaceutical company, man, so I had to be in there.
So I lived in Liverpool through COVID. And you had a worse
Liverpool?
lockdown than we did, like, do you get me?
Yeah.
Because like, it was mad here. Over there, we were back open once we were selling food in the pub.
Fucking madness, isn't it?
Aye.
Yeah, I think it was the longest here, wasn't it?
You was had
In
a
Ireland.
fucking, you was locked up for nearly 2 years, weren't you?
Yeah, it's a long time.
Like, I know your pub, the pubs opened and then they closed again, did they?
Yeah,
Did they? Yeah.
yeah.
And then you just had to sell food. But we started that a couple of months after it. We opened back up once we were selling food.
It was 93.
Who's 93?
Big Tips is saying she's 93, that's why. Who's 93?
Definitely not 93.
No,
Big
Loretta's
Tips
not
saying.
93.
No, she's not.
She's an 80s girl, isn't she?
She's what?
She's an 80s girl, she said herself there.
She's an 80s?
Yeah, I think that's what she said, didn't she? She grew up in the 80s.
No, she went to school in the 80s.
Yeah, so did
So she's
I.
probably born in the 70s.
I was born in the 70s as well.
Where?
Yeah, 78.
Boys, I have some really bad news for everybody.
Oh,
World War III is kicking off.
It's not.
That's why everything is dropping down and signals are dropping. It's all over the
happened?
news. Nuke is being sent off.
A nuke?
Yeah,
to what country? To what country?
Iraq,
Who sent the nuke to Iraq?
Israel. I'm
If
only
Israel,
joking.
I don't
I'm
believe
only jo-
a word of it.
I'm only joking.
Right?
I'm only joking. I'm
Yeah.
only joking.
See, that's mad. Do you know how much stuff goes in behind a nuke?
Yeah, you
Being
want to?
Oh
prepped.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I just thought it's great.
100,000 people died in Hiroshima, however you say it. 100,000 people died. Hiroshima. How can you say that? Why can't I? That's like a fucking Matrix thing there that I couldn't speak. What is the word?
Yeah, the princess still all over the walls or something over there, the pathway, isn't it?
I can't say the word.
Hiroshima, is it?
Yeah,
What?
Hiroshima. I think.
No. Hiroshima. Ah, fuck.
Yeah,
Hiroshima,
all right,
isn't it?
Frank, that story.
Oh, I can't think of it. How to say it. But yeah, 100,000 people. I don't think I can't see a nuke being let off. I really can't.
It'd be detrimental for everybody if it did.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
It will, man, because no, they'll obviously fight back, and then that's where it's going to start.
for
They'll be all
Hiroshima.
fucking nuking each
Yeah,
other.
I think that's
Hiroshima.
Hiroshima.
Yeah. No, Hiroshima.
No, Hiroshima. Yeah,
Hiroshima.
100,000
And
people
that
died there.
the imprint of the people who died during that bomb are still like there's still silhouettes in the
Shadows.
actual ground.
Definitely, Jerry. 100%. The teacher was 100%. I was actually surprised to see the teacher up there, Jerry. But
Hiroshima.
it must
If
be
nukes are real,
something
why would he
that
put
means a lot
say?
to her.
If nukes are real, we've nothing to worry about because we won't fucking know. Do you know what I mean? If nukes start going off, man, we're not going to even know. Simple as part.
Well, we certainly
Didn't
won't fucking
Israel,
know because we got no line of defence against the Atom.
I mean, to be fair, there was a thing going at the safest countries in the world if a World War kicks off, and Ireland is in the top 5. To be fair,
Yeah, like tell me why that is.
because we've now we don't have it. We have no input in the war. We're a neutral country. Like.
Yeah, but now the government are trying to get us into an EU army. That's what they're trying to do with the IDF at the moment.
Well, listen, we're not there.
And if we become part of it, the IDF becomes part of the European army, then we
Look,
are
he
a
was only
threat
up.
to
He was
other
only up in
countries.
court the other day. There's a lot going to happen to this Israeli government.
that's the story, Sal.
It's all going to
Frank.
change.
I'd say so too. I'd say you're right.
I say it's going to be like Saddam Hussein again with him. I say that's what's
I'd
going
be
to happen
very
with
honest
him.
with you. I'm worried about my son. He's 10 years old now. When he's 20, well, 18 even, are they going to just like turn around and make them join? Are they going to say, like, you've got to join the army for 2 years or something like that?
Not in this country, they won't.
No, but what about if they do join the EU army? Because that's what they want people to do.
It's not going to happen, Giddy.
I hope not. Like,
It will definitely not happen. 1,000,000%.
But the EU tried to bring her.
that.
He tried to bring what's it called? A law into Ireland, didn't he? And Ireland refused it.
Refused already. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah, that's because the Americans sent an email saying that they're going to not grant them any more visas. And like
No,
every time that you come over, they're going to look at your social media.
We're neutral. We don't want to be at war with anybody. That's the whole. Do you get me?
Yeah, right, Colleen. How are you?
We're new. We don't. We're not. That's why we're peacekeepers. Do you know what I mean?
Conscripted. There you go. Sean in the comments there. Conscripted.
Description.
We'll all get conscripted. We'll all get conscripted if any war kicks off. That I'm telling you now, the Irish were used in World War One. They were like we were neutral in World War Two, but Europe is not going to learn from that. They're going to be like, these little cunts are not getting away with this time. We want them in World War Three.
No, but I won't be down for no fucking war for no fucking European fucking army. I tell you that here now. Do you know what I mean? If it comes on this land, no bother. But I won't be down for no European army.
What age are you now?
What? Doesn't matter. God won't ask me that.
No, I'm asking you what age you now because
late 30s.
Yeah, well, conscript is up to 45, isn't it?
Yeah, good luck.
I'm
I'm
easy.
alright then. I'm in the safe zone. I'm
Was
To
it?
say, like, they could drop me out of a plane and I'd take it all out.
Oh,
Fucking nuclear bomb.
new sound allowed. Only messing.
It'd actually be a funny fucking story, wouldn't it? Imagine getting me
Yeah.
up in a big fucking C-130, drop me out in fucking 2 parachutes.
You don't want the parachute. You want to hit that rocket speed.
Yeah, with
Imagine.
You should put on your flying suit, buddy. Zip it up there.
I remember years ago, I'll tell you here, it's obvious to look at, right? I remember years ago when I was in the army, they said to us that, like, at any given time, you could be called back to train somebody or help somebody or do something. At any given time of your age, it doesn't matter what your age you are, because they're not going to throw a load of money into you and not get anything back for it.
No, once you step down out of the army, you'll never call back in.
No, you don't have to, but they could actually do it if you wanted it. It's like,
You wouldn't. You just have the fuck off. You've done that time. See you later.
well, I'm too
You
fucking
saved your
old now.
country. I say that. It's 20 years. I think it is, or 25 years. See it, boy. A lot of them stay on if they're at the age. But once they hit 60, none of them are doing any type of physical work anymore.
Well, no, come here. Listen, I doubt that fucking highly. If you saw my uncle, he done, I think it's 30 years or 35 years in. And what's he now? Fucking, he's hitting 70 now, yeah? And if you looked at him, you turn around and go, no way is he 70. You give him about 40, maybe, if you looked at him. He can still run like a fucking greyhound. He can still fucking do everything that normal people fucking do. He has no illnesses. The cunt is not going to die, probably. You know, that's like, he's like a Terminator. And I'm not saying big build or that like that. He's just very, very fucking healthy. Do you know what I mean? For somebody that's 70 years of age. Do you know what I mean? 30 years in the Navy. And believe me, that's where he says he took it from.
Yeah.
Well, everybody else that's in normal jobs or whatever else that reach 70 end up with health conditions, don't they? Look at me, I'm only 50, I've got health conditions.
How old are you?
50.
I thought you said 60 or 60. Oh.
I wish I was fucking 60. I'd get me pension.
You don't get your pension now in this country to 68, kiddie, so.
Oh, well, then I'm fucked then. I'm like,
by the time you get to 68, you'll be 70 years old.
Yeah, by the time you get to 68, yeah, it'll be 70.
No, my missus gives out to me for this. I'm nearly 50. I'm not 50 yet, but nearly 50.
So why'd you say you're 50 if you're not 50?
Because I'm nearly 50. About 9 months
You're
away
49.
from 50. Yeah, I'm 9 months away from it.
So you're 49.
You think the pension age to be dropped down to about 65?
I'm loving it.
Live.
I said Mousy tasted the music that I like to listen to. Mousy was like, what the fuck is that?
That wasn't my cup of chat.
What's it?
What were you listening to? Enya or something?
Ross. And New Kids on the Block. Ross and New Kids on the Block. When will I be famous? Do you not remember that?
Can you remind me 40s?
Come here, listen. Red jacket, pair of blue jeans.
I know the song. I didn't know who sung it though.
Yeah, Ross. Jesus Christ, they were dead in the day. And the New Kids on the Block, the Rice stuff. Do you not remember that?
You didn't have Bros on your wall, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, sake.
Didn't me
no, definitely wasn't a Bros family.
No, I had a picture of what do you call it, Pamela Anderson on my door. My dad said I can't put it on the wall because my mad see it. But I put it on my door. Yeah, I used to love Pamela Anderson a lot.
A lot.
And Samantha Fox.
I think most kids kind of did grow up that, didn't they? Pamela Anderson and a few of them like that. Yeah. That
you're younger than me. You're technically a toy boy in age difference.
I'm a toy boy. You're younger than me. You'd technically be a toy boy at that in that age. Well, no, actually, I'm going to Tomorrowland for my 50th, by the way.
Well, I tell you one thing, you won't be on to tomorrow. Nobody
Why
will.
not? Why?
Burnt down.
Oh, yeah, I've seen something about that. I'm talking about next year. Yeah, I'm going.
Yeah, no, tomorrow's one is cancelled. Well, I don't know actually now it's fully cancelled because it was only the main stage. So I don't know if they're going to just move it, get rid of the stage, or there will have to be an investigation. I don't fucking know. But tomorrow tonight would have kicked off normally, but tomorrow would have been, say, the main day, Saturday, Sunday.
Next year's one is in Thailand.
No, it's in the same spot every year.
What, Tomorrowland?
Tomorrowland's in the same place every year.
Belgium.
Yeah, every year. They do other
I thought-
Tomorrowlands. They do a winter Tomorrowland in different places.
I'm lost then because I was trying to get tickets for fucking Belgium.
Are you on about the full moon party in Thailand?
I know the full moon. I know about that already.
That's in
Sounds like
That's
Thailand.
supposed to be fucking.
On the
That's supposed to
beach.
be animal. That is, yeah. That's supposed to be fucking
Unbelievable.
unreal. My brother lives over there. Like, you know what I mean? Fucking. Some of the things he's told me about it.
Music is haram.
Just make sure you don't come up to the Pride one, Giddy.
Try it in Belgium. Well, fucking no. I just want to do it because I've always, for years and years, I've always said I wanted to go. Never did, but we're going. Me and my mate is going to the Nuremberg, renting a car for the
Expensive,
Nuremberg.
Kitty.
What, the Nuremberg?
No, the Tomorrowland.
Oh yeah, it's
About 3-4 grand all in. That's your accommodation and all.
2.7.
Tickets.
3 or 4 grand.
About 4
2.7.
grand, yeah.
No, 2.7. That's what it cost me. 2.7.
Just for
And
one
that's
person,
depends if you're
2.7.
on the, you know
About
where you
4.
get the.
For the time, all your hotels and all, your flights, your accommodation, your drink money, everything.
Oh no,
Trust me.
that's
About 4
no
grand.
2.7. That's only for my ticket because it's VIP. That's not for fucking me flight and all that sort of stuff. That's just for there for the 3 nights and the VIP concession to get up and maybe, I don't know, DJs there. I don't know what the story in full extent is yet because obviously they haven't named it for next year. I've been on the list for 2 years.
Do you know anyone in any like foreign country, not England,
Yeah.
like any like far like way like from like even Europe now?
As in, my brother lives in Thailand.
Get him to book your ticket for Thailand.
Why
Oh,
would
not
that
for
make any
Thailand, for Tomorrowland. Because what happens is each country is only designated a certain amount of tickets.
I'd say
I
so,
know
yeah,
some-
because Ireland's obviously small, isn't it?
Yeah, like I know somebody like from that lives in Liverpool, and his sister, like he's from Iran, and his sister gets his tickets from him.
Right.
That's how he gets his tickets for Tomorrowland. He got engaged in Tomorrowland 2 years ago.
I might actually look at that.
Seriously, like every country is only designated a certain amount of few tickets. That's why people have to go on to get waiting lists.
My mate and
But
his
now
missus
somebody
lives
in a
in
foreign
fucking,
country, like, even
my
like
mate and his
Spain or Italy, get them to get a fit.
Who's
No, my
playing
mate-
there, Giddy?
a good friend. There's like fuck me,
Every
man.
DJ you can think of
If
now
you
seems
haven't
to be
get
there.
like the best of the
Dimitri
best,
Vegas,
like,
like
yeah.
Dog. Do you know what I mean?
and it's not just like what I listen to, Mousy. It's all sorts of gender.
Carl Cox, Stevie Aoki, everyone.
All
It'd
right.
be heaven to go to.
That's what it is. That's what, like, for me 50th, like that'd be some buzz. It'd be just a bottle of fucking Jack and a bump.
You wouldn't even need it.
I fucking am doing it.
I'm telling you, a drink is all you need at Tomorrowland. People don't realise the lights, the effects, the energy, the buzz. You don't need. I love to
And you
have
remember
something.
I've got
Something
friends-
you'd want more than a bump. To be fair, that.
I've got a few friends that I went with. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
That
I'd
know
rather
us.
like a love dove or something going to something like I wouldn't be wanting the bump. I can tell you.
No, I know what you're saying, yeah, but that, like, Mousy will tell you that's my little partial thing. I like it.
Yeah, no, I'd be. Tomorrowland's
I'd be-
magical.
I'd
Go
be
on to
enjoying it, though.
anyone that's here that doesn't even know what Tomorrowland is. Go on to YouTube and look at like Tomorrowland, the videos from them, the after videos and all. Fucking mental.
Unreal, unfucking believable. Imagine that atmosphere. Imagine that music, man. Imagine the
I'd love
people
it.
all around you. There's nothing. Nobody's talking about politics. Put it that way. It's all fucking. Yeah, do
Yeah,
you know
but
what I mean?
I went to all the old ones, like Homelands, Greenfields,
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. Don't know if I'll be into this, you know what I mean?
You
You'd
don't know
love
about
Tomorrowland, Mousy. Are you messing with me? You would fucking love Tomorrowland.
I said this to him.
I know,
Why
Mousy,
don't you
tonight
come?
look at a video from like Tomorrowland. Just look at it and you'd be like, what?
I know, but
Paul,
what
yeah,
DJs
yeah.
do playing is
Well, what
that's
Paul's
why I
saying
asked
there.
it.
Yeah, but what Paul's saying there in the comments there, 90s to 2000s dance music today, stuff is crap. No, anything that's
you
made
can't
today
say
is made from the
that.
90s. Everything is made from the 90s. It doesn't matter. It's all made from the. I used to say that as well. They'll never have an era of music. They'll never understand what it was like to live in the 90s. Do you know what I mean? I understand that. But let me
Yeah,
tell you
I'm jumping
something.
off here anyway because my phone's about to die.
Take care of yourself, big Irish.
Go on, mind yourselves, everyone.
Nice talking
Yeah,
to you,
bro.
big Irish. Be good,
Yeah,
bro.
bro.
No, like the 90s, like was great era to live in, but Tomorrowland, just a way better feeling. And as I just said there before, definitely hitting an airbag. Definitely doing a few laps on an airbag. Don't know whether anybody knows what that is. Basically, it's a big racing track. It's in the middle of Germany, and
Definitely, Paul. 100%, Paul. I agree with you. That's what I was saying to you, Giddy. I'm more about to get now in 93, 94. I love that era, you know what I mean? 95 even. All
there
that.
is
Probably
things
up the
there.
stairs what Paul was saying, 2000.
That's what I'm
And
saying to
then
you.
it kind of
That's
went,
what no, I was saying to
what
you.
happened
Why
to
don't you
music?
come to Tomorrowland? I said to you, why don't you come to Tomorrowland? Yeah, this is why I'm saying this to you because, like, it's not just my sort of music. It's music for everybody. Like Carl Cox, you said you like, yeah,
I like a lot of DJs, man, but as I said, man, I'm only into just probably one or two tunes of most people, most musicians, most
You can't
artists.
go to a
I
club
don't
and
like
go,
all their
I only
music.
like one or two tunes and I'll only dance to them one or two tunes. Get up out of that garden.
I'm one of those people, man. I am. I'm very fussy with my music, and I like my old school. That's why I don't like really today's music. From 2000 onwards, man, music just went.
Paul, I know what you mean about
We have poppy.
frequency, yeah. They used 25k sound back then. Now it's like, Jesus Christ, I'd hate to even see what they're fucking using now. But I understand what you mean by that as well. In the club scene in Dublin, like the Asylum or Sides or whatever, that sort of way, total different fucking game. I know exactly what you mean. I was talking only to Mousy there the other
Take
week
care,
about
Kathleen.
DJ Pressure. Good night, Kathleen. Take care. DJ Pressure, if you remember him. Anybody?
Yeah. Oh shit. That was
Sausage
the sort
says
of DJs
you
I liked,
great
man. No,
taste in
Carl
music.
Cox. I mean, I should say Pressure. Ken O'Flanagan, Orbit. Loved those sort of DJs back in the 90s. All Irish DJs. You know?
Today's music is shit, not the same energy. Oh, no, Paul. No. You can't say that. You can't say that. I'd love to send you some of my music and you go, what the fuck is that he's listening to? Because so Mousy said the same thing.
You would, Paul. You'd say, what the hell is
Pressure,
that?
pressure, pressure. Yeah, you're right. True Ireland, there you go. You can't beat the pressure.
Paul, I have to say, Giddy likes some music that's very cheesy. Very
What?
cheesy. Yeah.
Like what? Give me cheesy.
What you sent me the other day?
What?
What
What?
did you send me the other day?
I can't remember what I fucking said the other day. I
I
was
can't
messing
fucking
with you. I don't
remember
know.
either, man. But you sent me some music and I was like, what the fuck is that? I couldn't listen to that, man.
A speed up version of Abigail.
It's like that, Paul, yeah. Whoever said that, speed up version of Barbie again. It's definitely like that.
No, anybody in here like indie music? Happy Mondays, Stone Roses, anything like that. Anybody in here for that sort of thing?
Yeah, I like the sound always, man. But as I said, man, when I grew up through the 90s, man, I just raved, man, through the 90s. So that's what I did. There was no other genre of music involved. I mean, it's just rave
What
music.
about fucking rock music? Anybody? Guns N' Roses, Slayer.
Yeah,
You want to go
I
that
like
far?
that.
Metallica,
No.
Manchester. That's it, Sean. That's Happy Mondays for you. The Hacienda. I done the last
Yeah,
2
no,
weeks on the
Manchester, yeah.
Hacienda on the doors. I did the last 2 weeks
Yeah, I like
before it
them.
closed.
Installation carpets.
Yeah, and spiral carpets or something. Like that. Yeah. That's who sings "Can You Dig It"?
Uh,
Was that the Mock Turtles? Or was it
yeah,
more hard rock
the Mock Turtles,
metal?
yeah.
Oasis is like handbaggy. I used to go every week. Big tips, lover. Listen, bro. I lived in Manchester. I lived in a place called Blakely. But I actually at the time I was living in Crumsall, where the actual Noonan family lived, and that's hence the reason why I end up on the doors. But yeah, the Hacienda. You obviously saw the ceiling.
They probably had a
Can you
different
dig
version,
it?
did they, Lockley? Can you dig
Was
it? Yeah.
Booker T. Booker what? Booker what?
You never
Can you
hear them,
dig
no?
it? Yes, you can. Oh, I'm talking about. Can you dig it? Oh yeah. I'm nearly sure it was the Mock Turtles or the Unspoiled Carpets or something like that.
Yeah, I'm friends with myself, Paul. I know all about what happened, his family and stuff like that. Yeah, yeah.
DJ Orbit.
I'm sure.
I couldn't, what do you call it, get my head around Orbit. They're very fucking. I remember getting booed off the stage in the winter party. I said this to you a while ago as well. The Mocking
They did.
Turtles, is that? Yeah, Sean. Yeah, the Orbit, yeah. To bring on, back on, oh, what's his name? Something Healy. What was his name?
Healy Ray, you talking Healy Ray? Is he on the decks, is he?
No. It was something Healy. I can't remember his fucking name. Moby. Jesus, who couldn't love Moby? Moby was one of the
Yeah.
greats.
Still listen to Moby today, though.
Yeah, I still do. Fran Healy.
Jeremy Healy.
Jeremy Healy, that's it, Sean. Yeah, Jeremy Healy.
Sean knows the stuff as well. Moby
Moby
Dick.
Dick.
Yeah.
Fateless, yeah. Fateless was good as well, yeah. Some people didn't like that.
I can't get no sleep. Is that his tune, is that?
Who sang Insomniac? Insomniac. Who the fuck was that? You, Barney McCrew. Captain Nipple Suck. I'm old,
Who said
that's
that?
why.
I remember that tune. Who said that? You, Giddy.
Me?
Yeah. I remember that tune. That was a good tune.
No, it wasn't actually put like that. I just made that up in my head.
But there is, but then whoever the words are, but that's, yeah, I remember that tune you're talking
Barney
about.
McCrew. Barney something or other, fucking
Nah,
Captain
man,
Nipples.
they're talking about weed or something. That's what they talk about, isn't it? It's about tune about weed or something.
Do you remember the ragged tip?
Yeah. I get tip, yeah.
Do you remember injected with the poison?
We don't read
Injected
that
with the
anymore.
poison. Yeah.
Yeah.
Insomniac. I don't know who it was. I think it was SL2 that was ragged tip.
That's the
Or
one.
something like
There you
that.
go. Sean
Trip
has
to
it there.
something. Yeah. Trip to
That's a
something.
deadly tune. Yeah.
Yeah, going back a bit there now, like, so yeah, come on, keep them going, guys, because like fucking hell.
That was my
Great
area.
era of music. Too Unlimited.
Yeah. No.
No.
To be honest, with you, man, I was at me mates, and if he's listening in, he'd tell you that, one of my best mates back in the 90s. I was at his baby's christening, and
I
I was
believe so,
pissed out of
Bob.
my head, and somebody put me up on the mic. He says, "Mousy, you're up next there to sing." So what the fuck am I singing? You're singing that song? No. That bleeding tune you were just saying there. I got up and sang that on stage, man. Made an actual
Fucking hell,
tear to myself.
the Prodigy were gifted. The Prodigy was holy shit. I seen the Prodigy in Dublin.
Yeah, I
Fuck
was
me, man.
myself, man.
That was unreal. Best show ever put on ever at that time for that era of that time. It was fucking deadly.
You never get it anymore now since Liam.
Techno. Yeah, we were watching Crush Boot as well. You through Ireland. For a starter, Jesus Christ, man.
I used to go to school with you, man. Not a fella out of the main character out of, I can't even think of his name now.
We all went
The
rich
main,
like you, so we couldn't go and see things twice. We could only see them once. Couldn't risk, doing that nasty to get money at that time. New Order, Disco, Tricky Disco, KLF.
back then, Giddy,
New
I
Order, yeah.
spent all my money. Every single penny I had, I barely went out, man. I spent all my money on records every week.
Fancy French also.
Obviously, I drank as well.
It's
Every day.
in the Prodigy is a point. It was amazing. Prodigy were a fucking animal. Still would be if he was alive today. The man Keith was a mad thing.
Blue Monday.
Another one, I know he's going to probably say cheesy. Entrance. Tell me you didn't grab your board when Set You Free came on. Getting that rush down your back and being full of pills. New Order. Yeah, that's right. Did the Happy Mondays Big Tipper, were they not part of it as well? Did they not own part of it or something like that? Because they had a lot of gigs in there in the early 80s, wasn't it?
New Order, Blue Monday, yeah. Class jump.
Keith Flint, 1 in a million. Cost years, yeah. Never be forgotten. And either with your man from, what's his name again? He died as well, didn't he? Fucking
Sound Crowd, yeah.
the Sound Crowd. Jesus Christ, I haven't heard that for a while. What was that one I was listening to the other week? Mousy, fucking
The Werewolf, Joe.
yeah. What was it called?
I'm here to enlightenment.
Anybody remember that? The Werewolf song.
So like a werewolf at the start. I used to call it the Werewolf tune when I was younger. I hadn't got a clue what the name was, man. It's only when you hit YouTube you start noticing a few of the names.
A bit of Dr. Dre myself. You were obviously later on Ulysses. Solar Eclipse.
Solar Eclipse.
That's it.
That's the one,
Yeah.
dudes. I'm here to enlightenment. That's a deadly tune.
Fucking classic tune.
Dreams, yeah, that's a classic.
My dream, you dream about me. Yeah.
No, it's not that bleeding tune. No way it's that tune.
It
Dreams.
is. That's dream. Yeah.
No, it's not.
You dream about me, yeah?
No, Biggs, tell him there. That's cheesy crap.
How's he gonna cry out? Fucking enigma. I couldn't stand that.
What was that tune? What was that name? Pink? The other day you sent me.
That's a bit in a giddy.
what was the tune from Pink?
Pink. Oh,
Wasn't it
give me a
Pink?
reason. Give me a reason.
There you go.
Yeah, you were looking for
People-
good music to put on videos. Like, you can't fucking diss Pink.
Pink.
Yeah, Pink. Pink is fucking deadly, bro. Anybody who says different, there's something wrong with them. Hands
I
up in
don't
the
like
comments
Pink.
here who likes Pink.
Tidy Boys, yeah. Remember them?
Who the fuck is who's the Tidy Boys?
You never remember them, no?
Give me a tune. Tell me what they were. Even
You
go.
used to have, you used to have a little
What?
bin symbol. You used to have a little bin symbol. Like you're throwing something, I think it was a fella throwing something to the bin or something.
No,
The
no.
Tidy Boys.
Chicane, salt water. Yeah, classic tune, man. Dead chilling.
Don't you want me? Don't you want me? Don't you want my love? That's that tune, isn't it? Jordan. Chicane Salt Water, good tune, yeah, as well.
Yeah, Felix was good. Daft Punk. Daft Punk.
Daft Punk.
Tidy Boys till tears do us apart. I remember the Tidy Boys, a rave festival. The Hardy Boys.
Higher State of Consciousness, is it, Sean?
Josh
Higher State of
Wings.
Consciousness.
Yeah. Josh Wings. Fucking hell. Playing with Knives. Anybody remember that?
Go on, Muse, you sing for this. Ultrasonic.
Nah.
Yeah, they had a good few tunes back then. Yeah, I actually did. Like, I've seen them live a couple of years ago.
Bizarre Inc. Yeah, Bizarre Inc. was playing with Knives, wasn't it?
About 5 years ago.
Finally Finery is an absolute banging tune. Public domain. Mutt and Jeff.
Yeah, playing it noise, classic.
Playing with Knives is fucking. That tune reminds me of White Doves. Don't want to get too detailed into that, but yeah, I'm sure people will know what I mean.
What's that tune called? Is it Jump 4? Jump 4 or something like that. Does people remember that tune? That's one of my favourite tunes. Can't even think of the name of it now.
Does Mousy sound like he has a DJ voice for the radio?
Oh, it was on the radio in obviously here, and it was on the radio in Holland.
November Rain, the Guns N' Roses, brilliant tune. I'm not afraid to say that. Mousy will tell you don't like fucking rock music or soft rock. Lenny Kravitz, anybody remember him?
Now she used to sound like Ronnie Drill.
Perfecto. Yeah, I remember Perfecto, the label, and Paul Oakenfold. They were some serious. That was fucking like the English sort of music, Paul, wasn't it? Like the UK kind of fucking dub scene. I love
Now
Welcome
she
to the
belongs
Jungle.
on the
Yeah,
radio
Welcome
and
to the Jungle is
newsread.
a heavy song. AC/DC Wembley. I'd love him to say it. I love AC/DC. Beautiful South, another good band.
Welcome to the jungle.
Adrian Kennedy and Jeremy Dixon. Brainbug, Nightmare. Yeah, fucking hell. That's going back a bit, Lady of Air. Jesus Christ. And Tall Paul. International DJ, Paul Oakenfold. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I absolutely love this music, Paul. Brilliant fucking time. Brilliant era of music. Sure, that was like...
He was
was
good back in the
early-
day, back in the 90s, but he's very commercialised now. If you listen to him.
No, he was right up to about 2002. He was good. Cal Cox
Yeah,
will never
probably
be
around
forgotten.
then. Yeah.
No, Giddy wasn't the dub scene. Yeah, no, that's what I said. It was the English scene, the UK scene. Paul Oakenfold.
Old times, like, I love you a long time. Bedrock, yeah, for what you dream of. Yeah, or what you dream of.
Avicii, God bless him, fucking would have been an absolute animal of a DJ.
That's a man that way, isn't it?
Yeah. He's only young as well, he was.
I used to
Jules,
Judge Stewart, Paul. I meant to see him one time, and he brought his wife and his child out on the stage, and he was like fucking making a tool of himself and said, "Fuck this shit, I'm out of here." I went home. And I said, "I'll never fucking listen to that cunt again."
big
Just
conspiracy over
the
it.
way
Yeah,
he was acting like a fucking turret up on
there
the
was a big
stage.
conspiracy over it there. Because why would a young man with that sort of talent want to leave this world? It just doesn't get me
Yeah,
that way.
Devotion's a great song.
Should actually talk about
I
this.
wanna give you devotion.
I only seen the other day Avicii was going to expose something to remember. Yeah, I've heard that Wu-Tang Clan. Fuck in hell, Ulysses. I'd ask you, Ulysses, did you ever try wearing their clothes? I remember Wu-Tang Clan. Fucking hell. I can go back further than that. NWA, Eazy-E when he was alive, all that sort of stuff. MC Hammer.
Jump around.
That was crisscross will make you jump on it.
Stop.
Yeah, but we'd be called old bastards for that. Eazy-E was a deadly fucking rapper in his day. For what happened to him, didn't know what AIDS was back then, did he? And
Bits
then
and
you had
pieces, yeah.
Biggie Smalls. What about Biggie Smalls? And what about Tupac? Can't leave them out. Tony DeVitt, no, he was a bit of a
Be honest,
fucking
man, the
handbag
only
for me.
one I like over everybody in name there, the only one I like is Tupac.
What, Biggie? You didn't like Biggie Smalls?
No.
I
Wasn't my
like
cup of
Biggie Smalls.
champagne.
Linkin Park, yeah, I can say yeah to that. Ulysses, 100%. Linkin Park is brilliant.
See you
What's
there,
it called?
Frank. Take care of yourself, bro.
What are they called? What's his fucking name again now? Shit, can't think of the name. Pretty Fly for a white guy. What was it? Something Spring? No. Anybody remember that? Pretty
Pretty
White.
Fly Boy.
Pretty
I
Fly for a white
do
guy.
remember that something, that sort of name, yeah.
Offspring. I used to like that as well, and I like a little bit of Slipknot as well. There's an odd one for you, even though I was a raver. Level 42. Yeah, now come here, Sarge. Come on. Yeah, we're going. Reaching down the end of the crisp bag for that. That's like saying you too on here. No, Frankie. Sorry. UB40. Never forget it. Down at the canal, having a few J's, chilling out with your little ghetto blaster, having to change your fucking batteries every hour. And they weren't little batteries either, big chunky bastard batteries.
Yeah, right, they used to be the UB40 back in the day.
Aslan and Oasis. Yeah, Aslan forever. 100%. Oasis, yeah, will forever be too.
To be honest, I was never an Oasis fan, man. Back in the day, I was never an Oasis fan at all.
Limp Bizkit.
Back in the 90s.
Chester Bennington, much better singer than Emily Carlo. Chester Bennett, yeah, Chester Bennett has gone now. He's passed away. He died of cancer or something, did he?
Yeah, I don't know.
Hypnotic State.
Yeah, that's a classic.
State.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember. Yeah, you should do that some night on here, Mousy. Do it on the podcast some night. You know, go back to the
Yeah,
90s.
I have a few flyers myself here, Paul, but I don't think I've anything from Sides or any of that kind of stuff. I've one from Sasha from, jeez, I don't know when it was.
Red Hot
93
Chili
or
Peppers.
94.
Yes, Stephen. The
I
Red
like to
Hot
get a
Chili
Sasha as
Peppers.
well.
Favorite tune, Under the Bridge, and second tune would be California Communication. Offspring. I used to like Offspring. Said that before, Ulysses.
Trying to see what I have here on my list. I just can't
Alanis
think of that
Morissette.
big tune.
You want an iconic song? Alanis Morissette.
And that's what I got there.
Slipknot.
There you go.
Bad shit. That laughs. Yeah. Listen, Slipknot. Very intelligent people behind that. Believe it or not. Now they look a bit fucked up, but let me tell you something. Very, very fucking. Very clever people behind that music.
Yeah, sure. And I do listen to a lot of it, yeah. I have what's that? That app, Spotify. I had that Spotify, so do add a lot to that. But some of the tunes don't show up on it. So I just got back into YouTube and use it that way. I used to on TikTok. I used to play all my music was dance music. All my music videos are dance music. I just changed it when I went over to YouTube.
No, I wakes up that shit. No, they're not. They still fill out stadiums still to this day. Liquid Gold. Liquid Gold.
Gold.
No, I think she's trying to say something else there. No, we're not gay. Sasha.
What's
Unless
that?
you actually meant the song. Liquid Gold is like poppers. Dollar. Babylon Zoo. Robert Miles. Yeah, Robert Miles. Really good.
Robert Miles. Yeah. People probably like Paul Van Dyke, but I went off
Liquid
him as
Gold
well.
is the band. Sasha, it's also fucking poppers.
For fuck's sake.
Stone Temple Pilots. What? Plush. I'd have to look that up actually. Alan Parsons Project. Jesus Christ, people are coming out with some mad stuff now. The Stereophonics and Swede. Yeah, they were all good in that time. They'd probably still fill out stadiums, to be fair, pal. Utah Saints. Yeah, another one that came back out later on again.
That's the name of the tune. I couldn't think of it. It's
I
Gemini
knew you
4
knew it was
Jump.
Popper
Do you know that one, Paul O'Neill? Gemini 4 Jump. Absolutely love that tune.
System of a Down.
94. California is one of the best tunes. Stone Roses and Richard Ashcroft. I like Richard Ashcroft as well, yeah.
Richard Ashcroft was brilliant. The drugs don't work. Yeah, Giddy's
What's that?
California Nation is one of the best Stone Roses and Richard Ashcroft. California, yeah, but you remember Under the Bridge, Stephen? If anybody's ever listened to the song, they'd understand what I mean. A lot of good friends passed away back then.
Yeah, it's classic, isn't it, Paul? Classic. Love that tune.
Infinity, that was remixed a lot. Yeah, big time. KLF. KLF didn't really.
KLF.
They wasn't intrigued with them at all. Do you remember the Shaman?
Yeah.
And he's actually back on again. He is, believe it or not. He's back out there doing it again. The Shaman.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a thing on in I think it's in Dublin. Something like I'll get more details and pass it on to you. But I couldn't believe when I saw him there. Fucking cunt was obviously flying out of his face on the E at the time.
I haven't heard that name in ages, Sean. Mr. C.
Mr. C, yeah. The Shaman.
Shaman. What tunes did they have? Was Gowdy in that band? Was he?
No,
Yeah, I was
Ebenezer
thinking
Good.
Ebenezer Good. Yeah, is that Gowdy
No,
that's in that band? No,
no, I don't think so. Don't think Goldie had anything to do with them.
he definitely went somewhere else. Didn't he? He went to another band. He went to somewhere else.
Move Any Mountain, yeah. Well, if you're gonna move Any Mountain, you have to pump up the jam. If you're gonna go to Move Any Mountain, you're gonna have to pump up the jam.
Or I've got the power.
Yeah, pump up the jam. I got the power straight after it.
I love that tune, Jerry. Love it. Last rhythm.
Last
Yeah, I
rhythm.
had me car that time. I was down to work all the time, man. I always play that every morning. It's a fucking lovely tune. Deadly tune. Ultrasonic. Yeah, definitely.
Motorhead, Kings of Kings, Empire of the Sun, Walking on a Train, Good Life. Jesus Christ, they're flying in now, yeah.
I love that tune from Good Life. I have it on my list
Pump
here
up the
somewhere.
jam. That tune was deadly, Sean. Pump up the jam. Like, oh my God. Alternate. 8. 100%. Son of a gun,
Son of a
J.
gun,
Yeah.
yeah.
You see what you miss out on there? Mousy, you could be right. Goldie did come from the dance scene. Yeah, he's a bit more
Yeah.
jumbly. Back to life. Yeah. Do
Great
you
day.
remember? Yeah, it wouldn't. Craig David. Craig David.
Hey, away state, yeah.
It's your ringtone, Mousy. Yakke. Yak.
I have to go back up there to that comment. Good. Is that my ringtone, is it?
There's no TV.
Black Hole Sun.
Yeah, I remember that. Black Hole Sun.
Yeah, both
Black Hole
selected. Yeah, it was
Sun.
classic.
Won't you go? It's a bit of a fucking. I don't know. Anybody remember the Doors?
Love that tune, Serge. That's a classic. Massive Attack. Unfinished Sympathy. Yeah, classic. That's my sort of music. Chill on a Sunday. Oh yeah. Stick on a few tunes.
On TV.
Yeah, I love the Doors myself. People are strange. Yeah.
Yakke never really got to me. I didn't like that much.
I had a kind of a Spanish feel about it, obviously, didn't it?
Not as African.
It had kind of, to me, it had a kind of a Spanish feel about it. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, you fucking probably on something at that time.
You got to do. Yeah, that's a classic, yeah. Exterminate, yeah. Brilliant tune, yeah. Gary Moore.
Lincoln Park, Numb. You'll never get better than that.
Yeah, Robert. Myself. I
You
love
look
all
at
genres, Robert. Now from all, like, I didn't really like the '60s back when I was back in the '90s. Obviously, I loved me dance music, but as I got older, yeah, I started to like the '60s. Some of the
right,
stuff they make.
I'm gonna divulge Mousy's all-time favorite. Yeah, and he
Right.
sings it all the time. He whistles it under his breath all the time, especially when you're not looking. Yeah, walking down the street and you can hear him there. And it's "Hit Me,
YMCA, is it?
Baby, One More Time," and it's Britney Spears.
You'd never hear me sing that shit, man.
He's there whistling away at it one day. There he was. Didn't even
I heard
notice it
you.
himself.
I heard you whistling the YMCA song with your cowboy hat on.
Fucking hell, man. Oh shit! YMCA. What the fuck was the deal with that tune, bro?
I don't know. I don't know.
What was the deal with Britney Spears? Like, what was the fucking story with all that? Like, the Spice Girls, Britney Spears, fucking,
Hit me, baby, one more time. Yeah.
and like, what the fuck was going on with Barbie Girl? Like, what the fuck was going on with all that sort of music at that time? Like,
I thought you'd been to Barbie here.
I love Barbie Girl. I actually get up and have a good bop to that. I do. I've even tried to do that Barbie Girl. Hello, Ken.
Hey,
Hi,
Macarena.
Barbie. Rosella, everybody's free. Yeah.
That the one everybody feel real good, real good. Is that
Yeah.
song?
Yeah. And here's another one as well. Fucking, if you've ever been on a karaoke, don't lie. Robbie Williams. What's the bleeding song called again? I'm Loving Angels instead. I think everybody on the fucking planet has
You
tried to
know that
sing
tune? You
karaoke.
know that tune you had to sing there, Giddy? We used to work in this job, and the lads used to play that tune non-stop. It used to fucking drive me mad. I used to
I bet
turn
you
that
loved it.
fucking shit off. Yeah, fucking. Now, every time I hear that of that tune, that's what the job I think of. I just think of that job. I was like,
I'm
Jesus, I'm not going to do
loving
that.
angels instead.
They loved it in there.
Yeah, I know, but I tell you, every fucking karaoke I ever went to, somebody had to get up and sing that. Or My Way.
No, it was a rock DJ, wasn't it? All that kind of stuff, wasn't it? He used to sing.
Yeah, rock DJ, yeah.
Yeah.
Dustin the Turkey, come on, now fuck me. Like, we're going low blows here. Like, he was an embarrassment to Ireland. Like, we should have shot
Just
ourselves in the
talking,
foot.
spending the night in Bray. Wait,
Come on,
go back to that one there.
come on,
The juicy
guys.
red apple.
I
Oh yeah,
want some.
remember that show? Remember? The juicy red apple is nice, but not every apple
Yeah,
is red.
yeah, I remember that as well. I still actually say that. I do. Come on, give us some real serious handbag here. See who remembers the real handbag. Alice
Handbag.
DJ. Yeah, proper handbag. I mean, handbag out of its head tunes. Come on, we have to have some decent handbag tunes. Like, I'm talking like fucking. Who could I
If you're
name?
talking
Fucking
about handbag tunes, I actually do like this tune, but I think it's a bit handbaggy when you look at the video. Is that tune? I'm still standing. And that tune.
Simply Red was actually really good, believe it or not.
If you watch the video, and anyway, it's all for the trans people.
Yeah, Mouse is taking it out. Fucking hell, man. Like, I can't really remember any of the handbag tunes, can you? I remember Spice Girls, I remember Britney Spears, I remember S Club 7, I remember
Jesus Christ.
fucking, all them sort of fucking things, but I can't remember anything else beyond that. I think the drugs fucked me head up. Tintin Out, Strings, or Yasmin, Me Machine movie.
Tintin Out, yeah. That's Elton John, yeah, that's the one, yeah. Elton John, I'm still standing. Did you ever see the video? Yeah, it's full of bleeding trans. I stuck the video on during the day and I said, what the fuck is this? I had never seen the video before to that. I've obviously heard the tune before.
My elder used to turn around and say, do you know when Queen came on?
Yeah.
Like on the television, he'd turn around and go, he's a puff. Don't be even listening to him. He's a puff. I was like looking at me dad like, what the fuck is he on about? What the fuck is a puff?
I know a lot of people that loved him. I grew to like his music.
I'm not saying I didn't like him. It's just that I used to wonder why my dad used to say that when I was young. He's a puff.
Well, he wasn't wrong, was he?
Well, no. A lot of the 80s artists were all gay, weren't they?
He could be rare, man, yeah.
No, they were.
If you
It's a
look at them all.
fact. Pink Floyd, yeah, I love Pink Floyd. Some people are not into it. Todd Terry
Todd
mix.
Terry, yeah, 100%.
I Miss You.
Todd Terry.
Was that I Miss You?
Don't know.
I Miss You. Na, 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 na. I can't remember the fucking tune
We
now.
miss you. No, it's not. I
Yeah,
don't think it's that tune you're thinking of, is it?
I nearly
Like
showed
the
Todd Terry
sunshine
on
misses
the
the
road.
rain. Is that the one you're thinking of? Like the sunshine
Yeah.
misses the rain? No,
Yeah.
I don't think that's Todd Terry, is it? Is it? It probably
Yeah,
fucking
I
is,
nearly
man.
showed it is. Yeah, I Miss You. The actual tune was called I Miss You. Cafe Del Mar. Yeah, of course. Who wouldn't remember Cafe Del Mar? Two
It is that
Trails.
tune, is it? Jordan. Jeez, I didn't
Yeah,
know
it is.
that.
Yeah.
No, I
I
didn't
knew it
like that
was.
tune.
That was like 1994 or something like that.
No, jeez, I found that very cheesy.
Lionel Richie.
I never heard the remix now, so I wouldn't
Robbie
know.
Williams.
Obviously, I definitely like Todd Terry.
Well, yeah, even that giddy. Fucking Robbie
Lionel
Williams.
Richie,
I
yeah,
mentioned one.
dancing on the
I
ceiling.
mentioned. I mentioned one fucking thing about Robbie Williams, and it's gay. Is there at giddy? Yeah, thanks very much. Well, no, Robbie Williams is a good artist. He made millions. Doesn't have fuck all to show for it now, I think, because he's doing ads for fucking butter, I think. Private dancer.
That's his name, did he?
Who?
YouTube is gay.
What you mean YouTube is gay?
That's his name. See,
Robbie
YT
Williams?
is gay. No, see,
Yeah.
YT, that's his name. Yeah. Robbie
Yeah,
Williams,
no.
yeah.
Yeah, I just say it's gay.
Once- I think you had a few of what's his name on your wall, did you? Robbie Williams.
Who? No. That would be well after my era. Like, Jesus Christ. I remember the days of Samantha Fox, for fuck's sake. Would you remember Samantha Fox?
Yeah, Michael J. Fox, yeah, obviously, yeah. No, yeah.
No, Samantha Fox. Not Michael J. Fox.
Is
Fuck
that
me,
not the
man.
brother? Is this that now?
Wait, did you not like fucking what do you call it? Do you have a picture of Michael J. Fox on your wall with Back to the Future?
No, they're not brother and sister, no.
No, they're not. Samantha Fox was a page 3 strip model in the fucking Sun. The Sunday World or Sunday Sport or something like that.
I know who you're talking about now, I do, yeah. No, that you mention it.
She was fit.
I
She
used to
was
buy
fit,
that all
man.
the time, man.
Wouldn't be a normal fucking what do you call it? You
Down to
wouldn't
work.
to pal fucking trying it in your hands. Came wild. Holy shit! Now we're going a bit too deep here now, boys.
You missed
I
the
missed
page,
page
senior.
3.
Huh?
I missed page 3 too, and I'm older now, so I can even don't have to worry about buying it.
It's probably too offensive for this generation, you know what I mean? That's why they don't have it out there.
I'm behind Samantha Fox. Now I don't know what you mean by that big tip. Yeah, I wouldn't be mind being behind Samantha Fox either at that time. But even
Man, I
fucking
know.
Pamela Anderson and that day was fucking gorgeous. They were natural. They weren't all fucking pumped full of filler. They were all natural girls.
Yeah. Now you see him with all the big lips and all, man.
You know what I'm saying? Most of the girls in there are like name somebody that you were had the hots for when you were young.
You wouldn't even know her, man. So what's the difference?
I'm talking about fucking somebody famous, Mousy.
I did like your man woman Samantha, but there was what's her name? She used to be in this movie.
Are you talking about Kelly LeBrock? Weird Science?
No.
Kelly LeBrock was
Mhm.
fit as fuck.
Did you ever hear that film In the Army now?
Well, you're in the army. Yeah, go on.
Did you ever see the characters in that? There's a model that was in that. I can't even think of it now. Don't know. It was in it was a Biodome. They had a couple of films. These two characters had a couple of films. I used to watch them, but she was in that as well. She was Kelly Brook.
Kelly Brook, yeah.
Couldn't think of the name. Kelly Brook, yeah.
Anybody? Do you remember Kelly LeBrock?
The Brock, no.
Yeah.
Kelly Brook.
Do you remember what you call fucking Weird Science?
No.
Where you have the
Sure, they
blast
ain't
on
going
the
off,
head?
is it?
No, that's somebody's fucking alarm on the street. They didn't pay their electricity bill, I don't think.
Jeez. Secretly blaming his neighbours. That's probably Giddy's alarm going off.
Woman in red. Woman in red.
Woman
Weird
in
Science.
red.
Nice. Weird Science was deadly. If you were my age, you were absolutely holding down your pants when you saw Kelly LeBrock walking through that fucking, when the steam all came up and she walked out, you're like, what the fuck? Yep.
Watch a woman out of the mask.
Oh, fucking, yeah, she's ancient. She was in being Scarface. What's her name?
Yeah, but when she was in the mask, she was bleeding hot, man.
She was happening since she's been in the movies. Can't think of her bleeding name. It's on the tip of my tongue, can't remember it.
Somebody remember her, yeah. Giddy wanted the computer that year.
Kelly LeBrock was a woman in red movie. I can't remember that movie, to be fair.
Kim Basinger. That's her. Yeah.
Giddy wanted a computer that year. Do you see how long it took to fucking download something on a computer back then, Jenny? Jesus Christ. Kim Basinger, that's it.
Oh, guess
Cameron
who I used
Diaz,
to fancy, man, back in the day?
Michelle
Tell you who I
Pfeiffer.
used to fancy. That was a musician. Back in the day now. I'm not talking about now these days. I'm talking about back in the
Boy
day.
George. Boy
Stevie
George.
Nicks. Stevie Nicks.
Stevie Nicks.
No, Stevie Nicks, no.
Uh-uh. It sounds like a bloke.
No, it's not a bloke, it's a woman. Go your own way. Do you know that song?
Yeah.
That's Stevie Nicks.
Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about now, yeah. Sorry, we had Breck there thinking, like, who the fuck is Stevie Nicks?
Yeah, back years ago. We're talking about years ago when she was a lot younger. She was a pretty girl, man. She was a pretty girl.
Yeah, Fleetwood Mac. Yeah, that's what you should have said, Fleetwood Mac. So fucking, what's her name? Dolly
Couldn't
Parton
think the
was
name. That's
big.
what I said. That's why I said her name.
Dolly Parton with her big boobies.
Yeah, everybody fucking obviously looked at Dolly Parton, man. But I think, man, some women they're too big. They're like bleeding watermelons.
Yeah, I know. But it didn't bother me. Daisy Duke used to do it for me. Do you remember Daisy Duke?
Dolly sold her soul for the old cuff. Who was it?
Transvision.
Daisy Duke?
Yeah.
No.
Daisy Duke out of fucking Dukes of Hazzard.
Never seen the film.
It was on every Saturday.
Never watched it. I know what
And the
you're
woman,
talking about, Dukes of Hazzard. I know what you're talking about with the cars and all, that car. But no, never watched it. Never interested me. I was probably watching Bosco then.
I think that's what every bloke on the planet, that's the reason why they done what they done. Like, they made the likes of Top Gear for the likes of Mousy.
Jessica Rabbit.
Yeah, Jessica Rabbit was fit as well.
Mm.
Wouldn't say no, it was a cartoon rabbit. That board and
from
transmission van.
van.
She was a bit like, she looked like she'd punched the head off, you know.
Transmission.
Farrah Fawcett, yeah. fucking hell, big tips. Farrah Fawcett is fucking old now. Like she's 70 odd, I'd say now. Oh my god, Jesus Christ. Did you read that out?
What?
Read what big tips is just put down.
We crawled 3 months across the broken field here. Broken glass. Jesus. We're not saying. On our shadow.
Oh, fucking hell, man.
We never heard that one before.
Jesus Christ. Farrah Fawcett is like.
Oh, for fuck's sake, she's dead.
Oh, she dead, is she? Fucking hell, I thought she was still alive. Thought she'd be just put together with glue or something by now. Stevie Nicks is 80 years old, lads. Holy shit.
Is she? 8 years old
so
now.
she was 40 odd when you were talking about looking at her.
She's a bit younger than that, I think. Back then, I think she was a bit younger when they started
Charlie's
out, wasn't
Angels.
it? We should see
Now,
her
you
on the
talk,
telly.
now, there's a big thing here. Now, hold on, Sean, here. Right, listen for a second. Charlie Angels, the new one or the old one? Are you talking about the episode one? Are you talking about the new one?
Never
Are you
seen
talking
it.
about the new one? Charlie's Angels.
Yeah.
Only another 40 years, giddy.
To be honest, I'm not really a full film buff, man. I wouldn't be sitting there watching films all day.
Only another 40 years, giddy. Why the fuck? What the fuck? What do you mean? Only another 40 years?
Especially films these days, actually.
Oh, 20 years until I'm like, well, 50, 60, 70, 80. Yeah. No, I don't believe in numbers on anyway, to be honest with you. It's if you have a good head and a good heart and you're a good person, that's all that matters to me. Don't give a fuck what age you are.
She'll be 80.
I want to live forever young. I'll be forever young in my
That's it.
brain.
If ain't it, it's going to piss you like that. Well, my mum only like yesterday. I was about 15. And here I am bleeding 47. Something like that. Especially through the 90s, man. That it just pissed along. Now, especially when you're enjoying yourself. I was out every weekend. Most weeks. You work
It
during the
wasn't.
week, you be out the weekend.
It wasn't. When I was on leave, I could only get out on the weekends if I was lucky.
I'm struggling for a light here, I am.
What
Yeah,
did
any
you
more
just say?
music there, folks? Any more? I said I'm struggling for a light here. Any more tunes there? And remember,
I thought you were in the middle of like hunks and women. So for the women, who was the man of your era, and who was the women that you'd be like
right?
thinking was hot when you were young? I'm expecting most of the women to turn around and say Richard Gere.
This is where we're gonna find out who's straight and who's not.
Patrick Swayze.
So, somebody comes in and says, yeah,
Mousy, you watch the
remember
Village
Italian
People.
90? The Village People. Remember Italian 90? 100%. Loved it. Another 10 years to crack would be 90. Jesus Christ.
Oh, fucking hell. Big Tiz Lover, I can see you breaking your shite laughing behind that screen.
He's always been like this, man. Big Tips is always coming out with the jokes. Steady at
As
them.
he, what do you call Big Tips, you have a big doobie there or something, and just sit there and just buzz your brain off at this Liz Hurley. Yeah, Liz Hurley was alright, but she looks like a bit glassy, doesn't she? Andrea Coe,
Are we done?
Hillbilly John. Hillbilly John. Sean Connery and
Sean Connery.
fucking Pierce Brosnan. Holy fuck.
How are you, Bridget?
All right, Mousy, August, Giddy. You all right, Bridget? How are you? Good evening.
Take care, Caddy.
Now I think the time is near there, Mousy. Do you think it's time,
Yeah.
gentlemen, please?
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, I think it's time, gentlemen, please. Listen, guys, thanks for coming
The
in.
next
It's
wave,
been
we're gonna stick to the subject next time. We went kind of off subject.
no, we didn't. We changed subject, but we did talk about what we needed to talk about. But look, it's nice having you all in. I'm glad you all had a good time. Hope it brings some good memories back for you, talking about old school stuff and yeah, childhood, and who you fancied back then. So yeah, thanks everybody for coming in, and hope to see you all again in the next few days or next week.
Take care of yourselves. Take care, big tips, Lockery and Bridget, Davina, Hillbilly John,
A big tips.
Jordan, Kathleen.
Don't try crawling through fields with glass or anything like that, won't you know? Very bad for
Yeah,
your
Sean.
knees at your age.
Stevens, take care of yourself.
Good
Robert,
night to you too. Take care. God bless. Be good. May
she's
Giddy be
all
with
there.
you
Yeah, take care
forever.
of yourselves.
I'm blessing you on the screen.
Right. See you there, Giddy.
Fucking phone and go through the fucking window. Right, go on, I'll talk to you in a
Take
bit.
care, Jordan. See you all there. Yeah. Bye bye.
See you in a bit. Yeah, see you in a bit.